Y'all, man, 2 cents be on point. She be on point, bro.
Appreciate it.
Lamont,
Appreciate it.
You talking facts. Like you the first one to say it.
Hello. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I think I was having some technical difficulties. But hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, or in today's live, we will be discussing Tank Davis and Lamont Roach go viral, Richardson, Hitchins, and the new, and what is giving up in boxing. So much to talk about, so little time to talk about it. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button. Make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I'm going throughout the live. Make sure you come hop on the panel once I drop the link to give your 2 cents about the conversation. And you can always support the channel by hitting the Cash App, hitting the super chat. And make sure as you go back and watch my videos, you make leave super thanks. Make sure you comment, join in the conversation. Let me know what you think. As you know, I am always interested. So, been a lot going on this week in boxing. It's been a lot going on. It's been a lot of rumors going on. It's a big discussion about Tank Davis and PBC, and if they running out of money, and All of these things, right? But let me say this. First, let me say this. This off topic. I want to ask y'all a question real quick, and I know I'm letting people still come in, so I may bring other people in. What is y'all 2 cents about Eddie Hearn as a promoter? I'm curious because I see a lot of mixed reviews about Eddie Hearn. You have some people that believe Eddie Hearn is a good promoter because he quote unquote puts his fighters in fights that are challenging or where they got a 10% chance of winning. And this is Eddie Hearn said that he put his fighters in 90-10 fights. I'm not saying that. He said that. He getting his prospects beat up, having them fighting in places where, not that they have an advantage, but that they're at a disadvantage. Y'all are seeing some of these scorecards from some of these judges on Eddie's fights. So then you have some people that's like Eddie's not a good promoter for those reasons I just named. So I'm just curious what's y'all 2 cents about Eddie Hearn as a promoter. We can just kind of chit chat about that while more people pull up in. But let me see who we got in the building. We got Cash Crypto in the building. What's up, Cash Crypto? He say, hit that like button on your way in. We got Dr. Wong in the building. He say, Mrs. 2 cents, boxing sweet wine voice. Okay. Cal Cool It in the building. What's going on? Oh, y'all can hear me now? Okay, good. Okay. Had a few little technical difficulties. We got Boxing Hacker in the building. Who else we got in the building? All right. Cash Crypto say Eddie good for the UK guys, but dog shit for the US. Shout out to Big Supreme in the super. He said snack Donald's value meal. Shout out to Big Supreme. Are you co-hosting today? Let me know and drop it below so I can drop the link for you. Cal Coolidge says, I'm on the fence about Eddie. And that's what I'm saying. I was like, okay, Cal Coolidge, we all know what happened with Andrade and Eddie, right? But let's see how he do with some other fighters. Everybody's like, no, you shouldn't go over there. We was already saying it was a bad idea anyway because Eddie already ain't got nobody. And even before all that, before any of this, I always watch Eddie Hearn. And maybe I can go back in some of my old videos. And I'm like, why is Eddie Hearn fighters always getting beat up? Like, he need to go from matchroom promotion to feeder promotions. Because it's like, if you go sign with Eddie Hearn, you getting fed. You can bank on it. You getting fed. Now, his women fighters do pretty well, but I just don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm being biased. Y'all let me know and drop it below. But I don't know if you're a good promoter if you quote unquote put your fighters in challenging fights and they lose. Because who you building? Is that why Eddie Hearn don't got no stars? Like, y'all gotta understand, like, it's a fine line with this boxing stuff. Boxing Hacker say, I think he does great work as a promoter, but the business of boxing and other promoters try to block him. Promoters don't make his fighters lose. Fighters lose on their own. I don't know, Boxing Hacker. You be surprised about the things that go on behind the scenes. I'm not saying that he making them lose, but you can put fighters in situations where all the odds are stacked against them type of thing. Cash Crypto say, putting your prospect in a fight in Puerto Rico against a Puerto Rican, you asking for an L. Savage Killer Queen in the building. What's going on, Savage Killer Queen? What's up? We got Rod Walker in the building. Rod Walker, you ain't got no wrench? Oh, you do got a wrench. Okay. Eddie is a virus. He is pro-international fighters, not the ones from this side of the world. Okay. We got Rich Parko back. Rich, I don't know if I should give you a wrench. I'm going to give you one more shot. They said you was in here tripping last time. I ain't get to see. I mean, I know we was having our disagreement, but I don't know what you did to get blocked up out of here. You can have differences of opinion and all of that, but we just not going to be disrespectful. So I'm going to keep an eye on you. If you can make it through the day, then maybe I'll give you a wrench. Rick Porco say, not Eddie fault to pay the Duck Shakur and Norman Duck boots. No, it's not Eddie's fault that those fighters duck. It's the fighters' fault for not putting themselves in the best position they possibly can to get those fights. We got Zach in the building. What's going on, Zach? Rod Walker said Eddie goes harder for Conor Benn than he did for Devin Shakur Boots. Now, Rod Walker, that lead me to my next question. And I'm just letting people pull in. What does, because I was asking somebody, like, do y'all really feel like Conor Benn deserve a title shot? They're like, Conor Benn deserves a title shot. And I'm like, why? Why does Conor Benn deserve, like, I'm not saying Conor Benn does or doesn't deserve a title shot. I'm just asking because somebody tell me why Conor Benn deserves a title shot. I just want to know why people think that. All things in the building, what's going on? Cash Crypto say you got to give your up and coming prospect a little more protection. That's what I'm saying. Cash Crypto and everybody like, oh, it's cherry picking. It's cherry picking. Dr. Wong told me I'm too soft on the fighters because that's my opinion. But guys, listen, it's like these guys are entertainers. So it's like, in my opinion, this is how I look at it. If I had a rapper, right? Let's say you had Jay-Z. Maybe that's not a good name to use right now. But let's say you had Jay-Z, right? You know Jay-Z got the potential to be a great rapper. You already know this. But you're not going to put him and book him for events. You're not going to book him for Madison Square Garden in the beginning of his career when he finally blowing up a little bit because you know he going to flop. So you wouldn't do that. You would lose money. You're going to continue to build Jay-Z until his fan base is big enough to put him in places like that and he will be profitable. So I'm thinking if I have a fighter, I want to build a fighter so that I can now put him in fights and positions to where it could be profitable. It's not about cherry picking all the time, because if you're not building up fighters and then putting them in positions to be profitable, you won't have any star fighters. That's why Eddie Hearn don't got no star fighters. Like, y'all don't see that? It's a lack of stars in the business because they're not building these fighters correctly. And when you build a fighter, that don't mean you just, sometimes they do build a fighter and make them look better than they are. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes the fighters are really good and they have that potential to be a star. But if you don't build them correctly, they'll never get to that point. So even if I do have a prospect and they're really, really good and coming up, and I put them in tough fights coming up and they lose 1, 2, maybe 3 fights, but then they go and gain and become undefeated and not get beat and this and that. Those 3 fights that they lost earlier in their career because I was quote unquote putting them in tough fights and wasn't building them correctly is going to affect them later in their career. That's all I'm saying. Calcula say if Top Rank end up on the zone like I'm seeing being whispered, Eddie perception might change. Why you say that, Calcula? Savage Killer Queen is part of the AMC. She just don't know it. Y'all always trying to induct people in the AMC. He deserves a title shot because Eddie said so. No other reason. That's what I'm saying. Everybody like, I don't why is there no outrage? I don't think Conor Benn deserves no title shot. Like, dude, get a fight or 2 in. You've been trying to beat a drug case. Rich Parko say, did you know Top Rank was 22-4 versus PBC fighters all time? Yes, because Top Rank is not going to put their fighters against a PBC fighter unless they know they're going to win. Unless the odds are very, very high that they have a chance of winning. That's what I heard. Eddie only got 2 big fighters, AJ and Katie Taylor. Top Rank does the best job developing fighters. Oscar hides them and does not progress them properly. Eddie squanders talent. Top Rank does a great job of building fighters. I'm enjoying watching what they're doing with Keyshawn Davis right now. I'm not. Listen, it's not that I'm complaining about the level of competition that Keyshawn Davis is fighting. I'm just saying that, like, let's keep in mind that Keyshawn Davis is being built. So when these fighters are being built, just like your boy said out of his own mouth, I didn't say this. Let me see if I deleted that off of here. Shakur Stevenson said this. Top Rank is great at building fighters, but fans get that very confused where they watch prospects fight guys way below their level and compare them with champions. But fans don't realize why Top Rank would never make the fights with them champions. It's because they understand boxing and the business. There you have it, straight from Shakur Stevenson's mouth. Just because you see a prospect looking good don't mean they ready to get in the ring with the champion. Not yet. They're being built to look good. That's all I'm saying. And it's okay with, that's what I'm saying. That's boxing. That's okay. This, y'all don't realize if y'all keep saying, oh, let's let this fighter fight this fighter, and y'all making the fights too early, it won't be no stars in boxing, y'all. Let's see. Where was I at? Boxing Hacker say, if you got to put your fighter in safe fights to build them up, then the ranking they get isn't the ranking they deserve. Boxing Hacker, let me ask you a question. What do you mean a safe fight? No fight is safe. Anything can happen in a boxing match, first of all. And can you name any sport? Can you name any sport where every time they compete, they're competing against the best in the sport? Can you name any sport that's like that? Go. Name one sport where every time they compete, they're competing against the best team in the league. The Phenomenal Show in the building. He said, what's the word? 2 cents in the chat. What up, Phenomenal Show? Top Rank has the best matchmakers. I don't think Eddie Hearn have no matchmakers, to be honest with y'all. Eddie Hearn and Turkey, I don't think they doing no matchmaking. Phenomenal Show. Let's say that's common sense too. Savage Killer Queen say 2 cents. Don't give me a wrench yet until you see me more in your chat. All right, Savage Killer Queen, I got you. But I be seeing you in the other chats, so I know you good. What's going on, Richard Paris? What up? Zach say there's no way Shakur should be fighting Floyd either. The fans just want it because they need Shakur to look good. That's a trash fight. Now, Zach, I'll give my 2 cents about the Shakur thing. Me personally, my 2 cents, I'm like, if Kid Austin want to fight Shakur, I'm like, all right, cool, right? But where is the backlash for Shakur fighting somebody that's only on their second 12-round fight that their own promoter just called them a prospect themselves? Like everybody's cool with this fight just because Kid Austin was talking trash. So if Lamont Roach was talking trash, y'all would be cool with Tank fighting him? Like, that's all he need to do? Just call Lamont Roach and be like, hey, talk some shit on the internet, then everybody gonna be cool and they'll shut up. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. And then there's people that's like, oh, Kid Austin really got a shot. I don't know. Do Kid Austin got a shot? Matchmaking equals professional cherry picking. Let's define cherry picking, Boxing Hacker, because matchmaking is a part of boxing, so I don't even know what you're saying. Phenomenal Show say, nah, but what I don't like is Eddie getting on Twitter talking about a fighter not being good enough in his own stable. Even if he didn't mean it that way, it came off. It's just terrible optics. That's what I'm saying. The dude gonna hop on Twitter and say, well, if I put a fighter in a fight they supposed to win, maybe they wasn't that good. What, Eddie? Like, I get it. Eddie's honest. But you gotta protect your product. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a tough night. They had a tougher fight than they thought. But it's not like that fighter just got beat, Eddie. All your fighters getting their ass whooped, bro. All of them. What are we talking about? All your fighters getting their ass whooped. And you on here talking about if somebody ain't getting enough. You yourself said you're putting your fighters in fights. They got a 10% chance of winning. I don't want a promoter like that. I don't want a promoter like that. I want a promoter that has an invested interest in my career and the things that happen. And if I'm going to be in a tough fight, it's going to be worth it, is what I'm saying. Like, is it worth it for these fighters to get their ass whooped? I mean, they over there with Turkey, so maybe, you know what I'm saying? 2 cents, if Top Rank end up on the zone, may end up getting more fighters to sign with him, which may end up improving his ability to build matchmake. Just my thoughts. Okay. Because, I mean, I just wonder what y'all think. Imagine if Al Heyman fighters was losing. Would y'all say Al Heyman was a good promoter? Because he putting his fighters in fights that's challenging and he not cherry picking. Would y'all be saying Al Heyman is a good promoter if his fighters was getting their ass whooped the way Eddie Hearn fighters was. I'm just asking. Hold on. Shakur talking about himself on accident. Are you talking about that tweet? That's what I said. That's why I took that tweet. Top Rank said they aren't looking to be with a single platform. Okay, so they're going to be bouncing around. Bob did say in a recent interview that he would like to see Keyshawn and Tank. Okay. It's going to be way down the line. I'm telling you that right now. But Keyshawn is running up some good numbers. He is building himself quite nicely. He could be a star. He could build himself to be a star. That's what I'm saying, Phenomenal Show. These people talking about matchmaking is cherry picking and all that. They clearly don't know what they talking about. Now, Verate looked like he had a safe fight versus Barinchek, but they missed the mark. It happens. Okay. Shout out time out with Mr. Moss. What's going on, Mr. Moss? Where my little horn at? Hold on, I got a horn for you, Mr. Moss. There you go. So it's really a fine line with it. Give these fighters time, man. That's all I'm saying. Just give them time. Jesus. Like Kid Austin, I don't think getting beat by Shakur, I don't think you're gonna suffer too much damage where you're gonna be like you're getting brutally knocked out or something like that. But I just don't think that fight should be made right now. And that's just my 2 cents. I mean, he can fight it, but I'm not. Richard Perry say, where Bradley at? I don't know where Tim Bradley at. Why you asking me about Bradley? I hope he popped through here, get up here, we could chat it out. That'd be dope. Here go boxing hacker. In amateur boxing tournaments, you don't get to pick ish. They throw you in there with whoever you get paired in. In MMA, Bama's hardly stay undefeated because they be trying to fight the best. Well, this ain't amateur boxing or MMA hacker. Crazy part is if Kid Austin comes in ready for a 15-round fight, Shakur going to be in a bit of trouble. How y'all see that fight going for real? I keep joking. I'm going to drop 5 bands on Kid Austin. I'm going to drop 5 bands on him. Phenomenal Shay, let's call a spade a spade. They ain't giving Shakur shit for it, but will give Tank shit for it because they don't want to admit that Tank is ahead of all his peers. That's what I'm saying. They really like, oh, it's a great fight. Zapata duck. So Kid is in the weight class and rank 2 in the sanctioning body. So I get it. But I think Andy Cruz the better opponent. And when did Kid Austin rank number 2? That was when did Kid Austin become ranked number 2? BH, how many guys have died in the amateurs? It's oranges to apples. Cherry picking is choosing a fight solely based on the reason that it's easier fight for you. No, that's not what it means. Cherry picking. So you're saying cherry picking is matchmaking? If you're saying matchmaking is cherry picking, then cherry picking is a part of boxing. So you should get over it then. Because it's never going to stop. If all your prospects lose, you will have to go and find more prospects. Ain't enough of them out there at the world level. It's dumb. Thank you, Phenomenal Show. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to have no stars. Just like Eddie Hearn don't got no stars. What are we talking about? How can y'all agree with this? It's dumb. It's dumb from a business perspective. It's like, I don't know if y'all ever worked in sales, but sometimes when you work in sales, right, you go out, you prospect people, you recruit people to, whatever it is you're doing, if you got that type of business. And you got some people that recruit people and they train them properly to bring them up to be successful. And you got some people just recruit a whole bunch of people and whoever can make it, make it. And that's like what Eddie Hearn doing. Like, I'm just going to get all these boxers, throw them in there, whoever can make it, make it. That's not a good promoter, in my opinion. And then not only that, you're not even, I feel like with Boots, he's doing a better job, and you could tell he's kind of learning how to build a fighter in the U.S. Because I remember Ellaby saying, like, yeah, Eddie Hearn do a great job in the UK, but he don't know how to build a fighter in the U.S. It's different over here. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, a promoter has nothing to do with a fighter winning. So ESPN doing bad business. Is that why ESPN not renewing the contract? Top Rank going broke. Yep, Richard Paris. Bob Arum done put ESPN out of business. And y'all know what's crazy? I said that in one of my videos, and I think I might have said it in the comment section of a chat, and everybody was telling me how stupid I sound and how dumb that sound. And why would I think that? And I'm thinking in my head, like, this is my whole point. Do y'all hear how dumb that shit sound when y'all say that? But when you said about Showtime and PBC and Al Heyman, it don't sound dumb. But when you said about Bob Arum and ESPN, it sound dumb. This is my whole thing. And I got, go back on my page. I got videos where I'm saying Bob Arum contract gonna be up in a little while. What are people gonna be saying? Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. Al Heyman has put on like 5 cars this year, 2 cents. So that's not fair. What's not fair? How many cars has Turkey put on this year? And if you don't understand how the PBC works, their cards are quality, not quantity. Like you got top rank, golden boy, all of them, they put on a bunch of below mid cards throughout the year that nobody really even be caring about or watching like that. So for probably diehard hardcore fans. When Al Heyman puts on a card, he putting on cards that's bringing in money, record-breaking numbers some of the time. I don't understand why y'all keep saying Al Heyman has put on 5 cars. How many cars has Turkey put on? And of course, they've only put on a few amount of cars this year. They restructuring their business. They're in a rebuilding phase. What are we talking about? Let's see how Bob Arum does once he's done with ESPN. Let's see how he maneuvers around. Nobody gonna be complaining if he putting on less cards. Boxing Hacker, that's just cap, bro. Brad Goodman on the other top ranked matchmakers have a lot to do with their prospects winning. Exactly. Eddie put on 20 plus cards this year. D. Willie Thomas in the building. What's going on, D. Willie? But according to the numbers, Al PBC has a losing record against Top Rank, with Art stating Top Rank tends to only cross-promote fights their matchmakers deem they are sure to win. That's what I was saying. Boxing Hackers just trying to be. If y'all want ready-made fights, then go to MMA. This is the boxing game. I see Kid Austin losing 11-1. You see Kid Austin, Boxing Hacker, losing 11-1, but you not around here crying about this fight like you've been running around the YouTube streets crying about Lamont, Roach, and Tank Davis. That fight is really a lose-lose for Shakur. If he beats Austin, he don't get extra credit, and if he fuck around and look average or lose, ooh-wee. And that's what I'm saying. Shakur Stevenson gonna go in there and beat Kid Austin, and everybody gonna be pumping their chest and acting like he the best fighter to ever live. Like, what credit does Shakur Stevenson get for beating Kid Austin? Y'all don't want to give no credit to Tank if he beat Lamont Roach. Kid Austin loses by body shot. He is undisciplined and wild. Okay. Cherry picking is not matchmaking. Windy City Assassin, could you please explain the difference to you between cherry picking and matchmaking? Because these people seem to think that matchmaking is cherry picking, and I told them, if you believe that, then cherry picking is part of boxing. Exactly, which he just clearly said himself, and that I showed y'all. What up, Windy City? We got Creo the Traveler in the building. What's up, Creo? Top Rank's model isn't working for ESPN anymore because they don't have stars, period. You know, phenomenal show. I could say that just so I could be sounding like everybody else that was running around here talking about Showtime. But I just think that, but you know what? ESPN is sports. So you might have a good point there. Because Showtime wasn't sports. Showtime just they merged and then pulled out of all of their sports. ESPN is sports. So why would ESPN be getting rid of boxing? Y'all call dudes trash with 30 fights, but Floyd S is ready. Y'all are trash ass fans. Y'all don't understand boxing. Mega fights are built. Thank you. They don't want to see mega fights. If y'all don't want to see mega fights, just say that. Because y'all obviously don't want to see mega fights the way y'all pushing everything to go. Cash Crypto, the way he avoided Gary Russell 126, I think you're right, especially early in his career. Eddie and Turkey sacrifice fighters. Kinahan is still pulling strings, And these fights are paying back the millions lost through gambling. Hold on, I need the sound for that one. They don't want to have that conversation, Rod Walker. See, I don't even really talk about stuff like that, even though I'm going to. I really am. When you try to bring up the point that it's anybody willing to lose millions and millions and billions of dollars, that should be a red flag. I don't care how much money that person have. Calcula say, I personally am not 100% sold on any top-ranked belt fighters purely because of their matchmaking. Exactly. Unless they're a great talent, like Terrence Crawford is a great talent. I don't think Shakur is the same great talent as Terrence Crawford. I don't think so. Ninja scared to fight Boots. And I'm saying people will give you a whole list of fighters that done dug Boots, but act like they want to burn him down because he don't want to move up and fight Virgil Ortiz. He'd rather try to stay there 47 and fight a champion. Now, Lomachenko fight a champion. His second fight is props to Lomachenko. Can't claim that to matchmaking. Are you playing with me right now, Boxing Hacker? Are you do you think that they matched him up with the championship fight, his second fight, because it was a good match for him to win? Come on, Boxing Hacker, use common sense. If it wasn't a good matchup, they would have waited, and maybe he would have had to wait till a whole fifth fight or his sixth fight till somebody had the belt that they could match him up with, that they felt that he could win. And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all all this belt stuff and this and that. It's political. So you can't just ride on the fact that somebody got belts because it's political. Is it good that they get belts and become a champion? Yes. But the belts are not the end all be all because of how political boxing is. That's the only point that I want people to understand about the belts. Savage Killer Queen say, notice how Eddie put Shakur on an undercard on Turkey card, but not his own main event card. Why is a Shakur a main event? Why is a Shakur over there with Eddie Hearn building his name up in the U.S.? Shakur Stevenson should have went to Matchroom to go be on the undercard. I mean, I get it. I guess you quote unquote making all this money with Turkey, but I don't know. Y'all. What do I know? I'm not getting in the ring, getting punched in the head. I'm just giving my 2 cents. Boxing Hacker, they put Loma in with solid thinking it was a layup for him. Exactly. One example of a fighter doesn't apply to all of boxing. Stupid. Exactly. Parents repeat what they hear without thinking, which is half of these YouTube streets. In addition to how competitive, expensive live sports broadcasting has gotten, all these media companies are restructuring. Exactly. 20 cars, most of them were pure garbage. That's what I'm saying. They always talking about the number of cars these people put on. These cars be trash, y'all. Stop sitting here fronting. These cars be trash. You already know who finna win. You can't barely bet on them because they are minus 2,000. Come on, y'all. Speaking of, let's switch gears here for a second. What did y'all think about the fights yesterday? As soon as I get through all these comments, I'm going to drop the link. The Zone put all these cards and still not profitable. The PBC is the only platform promotional company that actually makes money. Matter of fact, they made well over $100 million this year alone. Phenomenal show. You can say that till you blue in the face. They still going to look you in your face and say the Tank Davis, Lamont, Roach press conference look cheap. But we're gonna talk about that because, man, Richard Parrish say that comment right there tell y'all everything y'all need to know about these two-faced fans. Devin and Shakur can enter matchups where they're expected to watch their opponents and they chasing greatness. Fuck out of here. Exactly. We got NHA Tube in the building. What's going on, NHA? Lamont Roach is Tank's homie. It's just a money grab for them, trust me. What is the fact that that's his homie? He never said that was his homie, Boxing Hacker. They know each other. They grew up together. They're familiar with each other. You don't got pictures of them hanging out at the club together or doing on YouTube videos hanging out at each other's crib. And if they are homies, what does that mean? I can fight my homie? Just because Keyshawn And Shakur Stevenson on that BS, which the only reason I think Shakur Stevenson doesn't want to fight Keyshawn is because Keyshawn was probably beating him up in sparring. That's just my 2 cents. But y'all stop trying to use that as an excuse to still try to shit on the Lamont Roach Shakur fight, but you cool with Kid Austin and stop it. If Shakur stops Kid Austin, I'd be surprised. I've been thinking about maybe I should put some money on the stoppage, but I don't know. A lot of people saying that Shakur gonna stop him, but Shakur haven't stopped anybody at 135. NHA2 say boxing, it's like at the bottom of the totem pole on ESPN. Laugh out loud. Okay, what's the difference between cherry picking and matchmaking? Can somebody please explain? We're gonna talk about it when I open up the panel because we need to discuss it so that we can get it clear. We can have it on record. So we can let the fans know because it's a lot of casual fans. It's a lot of new people that come into boxing and they get on these platforms and they hear shit like what Boxing Hacker saying matchmaking is cherry picking and they run with that because they don't know no better. I don't know what you're talking about. Mercy on Hacker. He only been watching boxing for 2 years. I take my blessings back, Logic Lacker. You complete nonsense tonight. I know. Don't be showing out over here, Boxing Hacker. You've been all right over here now. Come on now. Lamont will beat everyone on Shakur's resume. Name one that he won't dog walk. There go a challenge for y'all. For the ones that got a problem with the fight. That belt shit don't mean anything because of how they are won. Mickey Mouse belts. That's what I ain't gonna say it don't mean anything, but people want to ignore the fact that it's political. People don't want to like. Does it matter that you beat the champion? Does it matter who the champion was? Like, what matters? Does it just matter they get the belt? Does it matter that you could just get undisputed off George Kambosos? If Tank did that, they'd have been like, "Oh, George Kambosos was trash." They would not give Tank credit if he got it from undisputed from George Kambosos. And I know that for a fact. I could bet you $1 million that they would be clowning Tank and saying his undisputed is not valid because he got it from George Kambosos. Because that's a Riyadh season card. Stop finding reasons to hate. I don't care if it's a Riyadh season card, NHA2. Why aren't you headlining here in the U.S., building your name over here? That's not gonna build. And then everybody like, oh well, he gonna go on a Riyadh season card, and then he gonna build himself internationally. You don't build yourself internationally before you became a star locally. That makes absolutely no sense. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Bank Hayes in the building. What's going on, Bank Hayes? Stabby in the building. What up? I feel like you do some turkey hating on here. Okay, you entitled to your own two cents, Stabby. What I hate on turkey about? Let me know. Shakur should only listen to Bud for boxing IQ, but not business advice. Eddie will be his undoing. Man, listen. I don't know what y'all thinking, but Bud a boxing business genius in these boxing streets. Bud is a boxing business genius in these YouTube streets. I got to go back and study that man's career and how he's moved and what he's been able to accomplish. He ain't Mayweather, of course. He never became no star. But the way he moved, it should be studied. Gary Russell was the best one at 126, and Loma fought him in his third fight. What is your point, Boxing Hacker? Ambrose West, what up? Why do you think he fought him in his third fight? Tank, I need 3 Lamborghinis just to talk to Turkey, SMH. Tank don't need to talk. Why does everybody want Tank to talk to Turkey so bad? Can somebody explain to me the obsession with people wanting Tank Davis to talk to Turkey? Thomas Hill in the building. What's going on, Thomas Hill? Oh, here come the PBC YouTube accounts. Loma was propped up as Ukraine Jesus from start. He is good, but not as good as they say. But that's the power of having media behind you. VA Money Group in the building. What up, VA Money Group? Proud of Hitchins. I had no doubt he would dominate. Okay. Stabby say PBC has Canelo and Tank. Outside of that, it's a dumpster fire. What you mean? They got Canelo, they got Tank, they still got Charlos, they still got PBC, trust me, if it's anything PBC got, it's fighters. Believe that. PBC has a nice stable. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, read between the lines. He's telling you that Turkey can't do anything for him. Why do y'all want Tank to go to Turkey so bad? Can somebody let me know and drop it below? Like, what is y'all obsession with Tank going to work with Turkey? Y'all just want Tank to go work with Turkey so y'all can say, oh, PBC out of business. They ain't got no money. Tank working with Turkey. I feel like that's the only reason. Canelo might go with Turkey. He might go with Turkey soon as his deal is up with PBC. I mean, if you're going to just be throwing money away, he might go over there if he wants to. I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I like that two brothers is breaking bread together. Where all these pro-black people at? Where all these Tank Davis is fighting another black man. He finna get a payday. He putting money in his brother's pocket. They came up together. They both made it out the struggle. That's a great story. But y'all want to spin it like that ain't a great story. Exactly, Thomas Hill. Why they not fighting? Those belts are trash. Their so-called champions are super ducking and always put it off on the next man. It's the new way to get credit. Just say they duck. Nope. In the second press conference, Tank said that's his homeboy and his people. Okay. That's his homeboy and his people. What is your point, Boxing Hacker? Canelo loves doing business with Al Heyman. He'll retire with PBC. Yeah, Canelo even came out his mouth and said, I wish I would have came with Al Heyman earlier. I wish he would have came over there earlier. Jive Turkey gonna hurt y'all feelings in the near future. Keep falling for the trick all you want. There's always a robbery on Riyadh cars. And let me ask you that for all the Turkey Riyadh season enthusiasts, do they drug test in Saudi? Is that drug testing? I know before we believed it was drug testing because he was saying how he want everything straight up and this and that. But then after the Farmers of Pay to fight, got me questioning. And then I've heard people that's went over there to actually fight that said, one, I don't know if it's a rumor. I just hear people talking. They said, one, is no drug testing. And they said, two, the money is not what you think it is. Because once you get back to the U.S. and they convert it or do whatever they do to it, I don't know. He said, it's not what you thought it was going to be. And maybe that's because, he had to get taxes or whatever the case may be. I don't know. What up, Creole Traveler said. He say 2 cents cooking. I'm trying to do what I do. Turkey is not the savior people think he is. He is losing money. He is fiscally irresponsible. That is not good for boxing. It's not good for no business. And it just leaves so many questions. People is really overlooking the fact that this man is losing so much money. Well, I ain't worried about his money. Why y'all worried about his money? It's not that I'm worried about his money. It's just that should be looked at. Like, you just not trying to make no money? Oh, he a fan of boxing. He doing it for that shit. Like, I can't believe y'all falling for that, man. Phenomenal Shay, I'd much rather 2 friends fight than 2 fake brothers duck each other when they are both the top of the weight class. You right, Phenomenal. That's a good way to put it. BA Money Group say, what's the point of critiquing Roach versus Tank when no one said anything about Kambosos versus Loma? Who didn't say nothing about Kambosos versus Loma? What you mean by that? I've been talking for about 45 minutes. I'm about to drop the link because we only got about an hour and 15 left on here. So with Shakur and Tank, you can catch Shakur Diddy bopping all in Tank photos. All in the videos. Listen, y'all be sure to help support the channel by punching that like and subscribe button. I see a lot of y'all be watching my videos, but you don't be subscribing. Listen, we on the road to 5,000. The next stop is 2,000. Punch the subscribe button. I know y'all have a good time over here. Look, if you don't want your host timing you out, if you don't want your host cussing you out, kicking you off the panel, not letting you speak, muting you all on the video, come on over here to 2 Cent Boxing Live, where everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yeah, but y'all be sure to help make sure you support the channel. Appreciate y'all for coming by, dropping your 2 cents in the chat. Make sure you hop on the panel as soon as I drop this link. When are y'all gonna learn Brittle Hands Duckerson ain't stopping ish? Phenomenal show say I blocked Boxing Hacker, so I'm glad I don't see his comments. KO told y'all that nigga is an idiot this morning. I missed that. Damn, you blocked his comments, Phenomenal show? Good Lord. Dummy friends fighting boxing unless you are Shakur and Keyshawn. Boxing brothers, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Mike Tyson said, if you're my friend, then let's get money together. What are we talking about? The Herald of Anti-Logic, the Discipline of Bill Haney. Oh, the Disciples of Bill Haney. Shakur will make you lose your money 2 cents. What? I don't need to put it on the knockout? Okay, if let me know and drop it below y'all 2 cents. If you was to bet on the Shakur Kid Austin fight, how would you bet? Right? I would put some money on a Kid Austin knockout just because you never know what could happen. I will put some money on the Shakur Stevenson knockout because you never know what could happen, or stoppage. But I don't know. I'll make some crazy, ridiculous bets on that one. Like, I mean, Kid Austin don't stand a chance. Because the way I hear people talking, I'm like, am I tripping? Is this really going to be a competitive fight like that? Shout out to Phenomenal for the $10 in the super chat. He say, speaking of pro-black, why I don't see Haney bots talking about how he was shitting on yet another black fighter. Shout out to the Phenomenal show. And Phenomenal show, thank you for reminding me. Listen, I don't know what I would do without y'all. I meant to talk about that too. Why is Devin Haney on the internet trying to clown somebody, y'all? Did y'all see that? I'm like, Devin, no. Shh, don't do that, Devin. Devin, don't do that. Why is he doing that? All right, there's a way to block yourself from seeing someone's comments. Teach me at Phenomenal Show. Yeah, Richard Paris, I think if you right click on them, you can do that. Marshawn West in the building. What's going on, Marshawn West? Oh, it's Crystal. These ninjas just got that stained glasses on that prevent them from seeing past the propaganda and narratives. They just want to believe what they want to believe. But nobody talking about how that cheap ghetto ass press conference that went viral with Lamont, Roach, and Tank Davis. I seen it on blogs, everything. The women going crazy over there. I seen one of the women post on Twitter. They having a sexy off. I thought that was so funny. She said they having a sexy off. Oh man. Then somebody wrote, I hope they knock the boxers off each other. I was like, this shit is funny. But that little face off they had, it went viral, y'all. It went viral. So y'all really think people not about to watch this fight? People about to watch this fight, y'all. It's just the fact that y'all keep people, these content creators and channels keep convincing you that nobody want to see the fight, right? It's one thing if you like, man, ain't nobody gonna want to watch that fight, and then you go about your business. But they're trying to convince you nobody wants to watch the fight. NHA2 say Kurt actually stopped Yoshino for his debut at 135. Has Lamont stopped anyone at 135? Has Lamont actually beat anyone at 135? NHA2, go look at the box rec. Coming in here with that. Please go check the box rec. The moving goalpost is real when their favorite fighter does. It's brilliant. It's legacy. When someone their fighter has told them to hate, it's trash. It's bad fight. Shut the fuck up and think for yourself. Shakur is an idiot. We're Guardian War friends, Boxing Hacker. I'm trying to get to the end of these comments. Let me drop this link. Because I'm going to be all day. Y'all going hard in the comment section. So let me know what y'all think about Devin Haney trying to talk trash. What y'all think about Richardson, Hitchison, new champion. And what do y'all think about this Robeezy fight? Let's talk about this for a second too. The whole giving up thing. What do y'all think about that? Because some people were saying like he broke his orbital bone, maybe. Some people were saying he just got hit in the eye and gave up. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem if a fighter stops a fight because they have an injury that they. I mean, you want him to keep fighting? You want the man to keep fighting with a broken orbital bone? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I think people want these fighters to do dumb shit to prove, oh, I'm a warrior, I'm a this, I'm a that, and I'm like, sometimes guys like they need to just do what they need to do to preserve their career versus quote unquote going out on their shield and doing all this extra shit, and now they can't move forward. We got Thomas Hill on the panel. What up, Thomas Hill?
What's going on with sense?
What up? What up? We got NHA Tube on the panel. What up, NHA?
What up, what up, what up, 2 cents? What up, Thomas?
What up, Thomas? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Man, mostly just I think the key words need to be discernment. It needs to be comprehension and understanding, man. Sometimes people got to understand when people say things or whatever they can read. They can actually read between them damn lines. I mean, I know the page is white and the color of it black, but there's a whole lot of color in between what they're saying, and a lot of times people don't pick up on that stuff, man. You know, a lot of times Tank is usually fed off of or leached off of by other fighters to promote their fight, and we saw that with the difference between Boots and the Kenny Norman talks. Came to find out that Kenny Norman, I mean not Kenny Norman, but Senior had found out through somebody else that once the fight went to purse bid, it was no fight that could be made. But yet and still, he's negotiating 2 or 3 different more offers on there. And
Who doing this?
That was Ken Norman Sr. Remember when they was talking about the fight with Boots?
Yeah, that fight, because Rachel Donaire, I talked to Rachel Donaire and she said the fight can't be made. So
it couldn't
she
be
didn't
made.
want to say it, but basically Eddie was capping. They was
yeah.
capping. Both of them was capping.
Both of them was capping. But see, he was going on people's shows talking about how after the initial offer, which happened before the purse bid, they wanted to negotiate and come for more. So they was negotiating it up, but it still wasn't enough. But he knew after that they could never have the fight, and he's still negotiating. And he's telling us that he is. So it was more.
He wasn't negotiating. I was telling people, y'all, they're just they're building a fight. They did it
that's
to
what
build
they were doing.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. And that's why everybody was like, he ducking. And like, you know, my intro, when you see Tim Bradley, and he like, man, you right. You was the first one to mention it. I was talking about that situation, and I was talking about how they're just building a fight. The fight cannot possibly be made, and they're gonna make the fight next year, probably. And that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah. That's what it really was. But you out there calling people ducks and telling people they don't want to fight, it just gives a different look upon things. And all it really was a promotional thing. And that's what people use Tank for, to promote their fights, to push their name, to gain more buzz on the eyes of their fights, the person they're initially going to target. And Tank get tired of that stuff. So when he get asked questions concerning other folks, he be like, no, I don't want to give them no shine. And then they continue to press. He get pissed, and he'll say some stuff just to end the talk. And that's what you hear him say when he says the stuff that he says. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Shakur has done just about everything else that everybody else he has fought has done, probably more. But one thing that he's going to do that they don't is ask for a boatload more money. And if he's going to ask for a boatload more money, then we got to have a build up for the fight. And people don't seem to get that. So when he says stuff like that, it's only on the cusp. But okay, so you want to make some bread, bring some bread to the table. Can't make money without bringing some money to the table. So that's what really be the gist of what he's saying. Of course, Shakur done did more than what people he has previously fought, maybe with the exception of Della Santos. But other than that, true indeed. Is Shakur a bum? No, he ain't a bum. Do Tank think he'll whoop his tail? I'm pretty sure he do.
What up, Andre?
He's gonna whoop his tail. So, you know, I just think that people just need to chill on a lot of the talk about what people saying and what this person got to do, and just read between the lines. If I was in your circle, we was cool, and then you going behind my back telling people you dare not jump in the ring with me, how you gonna feel? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you say I want to fight, but we not doing everything we can do to make the fight. So that street is a two-way street, not a tank street only, a one-way street only. And I wish people would stop doing that, man, because it's just not what it is, man. Unfortunately, there's a business that is at play, and it comes with some things. And for us to get that fight, people gonna have to be a little bit more patient.
Yep. Shout out Boxing Hacker. We got Boxing Hacker on the panel. I'm gonna say this, and then NHA, I'm gonna let you get your 2 cents, and then Boxing Hacker, you can get your 2 cents. It's just a concerted effort to just, I don't know what it is, just hate on Tank for some reason. Like, we had so much going on these press conference days. The press conference looked cheap and ghetto. Tank Davis, he owed taxes, and then it come out, oh, he paid his taxes, and then we got Tank Davis fired Coach Kenny and Coach Calvin, and you see Coach Kenny in Puerto Rico, then you see Coach Calvin the next day at the press conference. So all this stuff they making up just got shot down quick. Pow, 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 pow. The only thing that we can't prove that they keep saying is that PBC is quote unquote running out of money and all of this stuff. But so far, everything y'all said in the last couple of days turned out to not be true. You get what I'm saying? NHA2, what you got? What's your 2 cents?
What's going on, folks? One thing I gotta say, Tank really doesn't need to hire a PR publicist or a PR person. Actually, don't need to pay for one because he got so many of them in the YouTube streets. They'll come out here, do all the spinning for him. They can decipher all the code words or the meanings of what he said. He said this, but he actually meant it. He meant this, and he meant that when he said this. But if it was another fighter that said exact same thing he did, oh no, did you hear what he just said? He said that other fighter's this, that. He don't want that fight. Oh, did you hear this fighter lie? Man, we can't trust this fight. But Tank has a reason to do every one of these things. He has a reason to say somebody's trash, somebody did nothing. There's a method. There's always a method. You know what I'm saying, behind the madness when it comes to Tank. But if somebody else would have said the same exact thing that Tank says, oh, they don't really want that fight. Oh, did you hear what he just said? It's crazy. It's like I said, he don't need to hire PRP because he has his.
How can you say he don't really want the fight when they tried to get the fight?
I'm not saying that. I am not. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. If another fighter, I'm not saying you specifically, but let's just say a Tank diehard fan would not make those same excuses for how they making for Tank for saying those things.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But no, this is what y'all do, NHA2, for real. This is what y'all do. Y'all don't look at the totality of something. Y'all just be like, oh, he said he ain't, but you're not taking into consideration the fact that Espinoza reached out to Shakur to try to make the fight. You're overlooking that. So if we've already tried to make a fight and then I'm come behind the scene and we come out and talk shit, obviously I don't have no issue fighting you because I've already tried to fight you. Now it's different when somebody else is talking shit and they haven't done anything to put themselves in a position to even fight you. That be the difference.
My thing is,
you at Top Rank with a 3-fight deal.
Most people saw Tank saying that before they even heard of Espinoza's part about the Shakur being offered. But I could be wrong on that part. But even so, when Tank, the fighter, says Shakur ain't done nothing, he don't deserve this, that, he don't deserve that and shit. You know what Tank's starting to sound like in his fans? Tank's starting to sound like Tank has become Canelo 2.0, and his fans are starting to become the Canelo stands 2.0. Because Canelo stands would love to tell you Canelo don't need to fight this person. Canelo's the cash cow. Canelo can do this. What is he? He doesn't stand a chance against Canelo. That's what they do. And Tank fans are doing exactly that right now.
All right, I'm gonna respond to you,
I'm
and then I'm
not
gonna let
Tank
Boxer Hacker
fans
get
like
his 2 cents, and then I'm gonna open up the panel. But NHA2, you completely just ignore what I just said, bro. Nobody said he don't need to fight him. Nobody said he gonna beat him. I don't hear Tank fans doing that. What you're completely
I hear.
overlooking is the fact that he tried to make the fight. They called to give you an offer. That's what
They
you
didn't give him an
keep
offer though.
overlooking. You keep
But
acting like he
Shakur
didn't try.
Shakur
He
There
said
was
didn't
no
fight.
offer
Shakur
made to
said it
him.
was a lie.
Yeah, there was no
Okay,
offer
all right,
made
So
to
y'all
him.
Boxer
taking
Hacker,
that
what's your 2
into
cents?
account?
Go. Hold on, we gonna get back to that. Boxer Hacker, what's your 2 cents? What you got?
Hey, so let's salute 2 cents. So, just to start off, when it came to the whole like Devin Haney's, dissing black fighters, the fighters he dissed, which were primarily Jill Hackett and I think Africa, those two fighters actually dissed him first. So, and the whole talk was around like there was this Devin Haney curse. Basically, if you talk bad about Devin Haney, you have a bad performance. So like that's how that whole thing even came up about on the Twitter space. But yeah, Jill Hackett dissed Devin Haney first, and so did Africa.
Hold
So
on. Shout
yeah,
out to all things in the building with the 420 in the super chat. He says for a reminder of Devin Day. Shout out to all things for the 420 super
that's
chat.
Austrian Day.
All
Austrian Day. Yeah.
right, go ahead, Boxer Hacker.
Yeah, so it's important to put that into context. So when people say Haney's dissing black fighters, no, those fighters dissing first, he dissing them back. It's fair. When it comes to what I was saying about the whole like matchmaking versus cherry picking, at the end of the day, if you're like the number 5 guy and they can't line you up with number 6 or number 7 because they feel like that's a tough fight for you, then you really don't deserve to be the number 5 guy, and you're just being protected. That's why I say at a certain point it becomes cherry picking. Like it is what it is. If they line you up for
Do you
fighters,
know there are a ton of factors that can come into play and why I can't make the fight with the number 5 guy or whatever the guy is? Yeah,
yeah.
because y'all keep acting like I can
Okay, but
just sit at
my
home.
my my
Hold
thing
on. Let me
is,
say this.
yeah,
Y'all keep acting like these fighters can just sit at home and be like, I want to fight this person. It's so many more intricate details and things that go
I
into
agree.
making these
But the
fights.
matchmakers have a specific job, though. Their job is to make the matches, and their job not to do the politics for the matches. That's two different things. So if you're a matchmaker, your job is to look at the who's in the ranking and make matches based on what you think will be right for the fighter. And of today's time, it's normally been like a fight they feel like you can win. And at that point, it's just cherry picking. If they keep lining up with fights that you think you can win, even if it's like the earlier fights or later fights, it's cherry picking.
So the
It's
whole premise
literally
of
edging.
boxing is cherry picking, Boxing Hacker.
Uh-huh.
The whole premise of boxing is cherry picking. Then
The whole premise of boxing is not cherry picking. That's the business about boxing. Boxing is a sport. You're talking about the business. If you say the whole premise of the business of boxing is cherry picking, then that's a problem. Don't you see that? Because that means when you get ranked, then nobody deserves their ranking. Look at what's his name? They just lost Jared
Brian
Anderson.
B. South.
Anderson, who just lost to Bucoli, right? Bucoli was ranked lower than him, and people were being like, "Oh, they should make him better." He was a higher ranked fighter. If you can't beat the lower guy deserves to be the higher rank.
Just because I'm lower ranked doesn't mean I'm necessarily a worse fighter. I could
Yeah,
be ranked, had
exactly.
enough
But if
fights.
I'm number
I
6
haven't fought the fighters
and
to
I
get
can
me
beat the
ranked
number 2
higher.
guy, I deserve to be number 2. That's just what it is. If I'm number 1 and I can beat the champion,
But
I
Boxing
deserve to be a
Hacker,
champion.
it'll never
That's
happen like
yes.
that. Listen,
It doesn't happen in
this
this
is what
sport.
y'all gotta accept. It'll never happen like that
It
because boxing is a business. Unless I can afford to lose
MMA is a
money like
business too.
turkey,
It's
unless I got
correction of
money to
boxing.
throw away and lose money like turkey, stuff ain't
Wait,
gonna
and
happen
I
like
think
that.
Wait. How's Turkey losing money? How's Turkey
yeah,
losing money? I'm
nobody,
confused. I'm
Turkey has
just
Guys,
never say
I have
lost
read
money.
countless articles
yeah,
about
keep
turkey
saying
But
losing
those
that.
money. I don't understand
those are
why.
No, y'all
hearsay
keep
articles.
you read one
Turkey has not.
article about him losing
Yeah,
money
those are all
on
hearsay.
the LAC
More
on
than
the
one
LA
article.
ticket.
Yeah,
No,
but they're
I
all
read more
I,
than
hearsay.
one
I
article.
I can read you an
Turkey
article right now
and
saying they
DAZN have
up
never released
40% from
numbers.
last year.
No, that's a damn lie. Stop it.
No, Turkey
That's a
and
lie, though.
wait.
Stop
Turkey and
it.
DAZN has never released their numbers to say they're losing money. So
They
people that can say
released the
Leon
numbers for
season
that
in
fight
general
that
is
Terrence
up,
Crawford had because the numbers got to be public. So they have released numbers. You can
no,
go look
what
up the
number?
but that's
numbers.
one show, 2 cent,
The number what
and
numbers
it
can be
was
public?
and that
No
show was like
number.
8 hours long, and he
A
had
private company
Eminem
never
there,
needs to release
like
public numbers. they never have to release numbers. I don't know where that said that they have to release numbers. That's not a thing. If you're a private company, you don't have to release numbers.
They did
Because
release those numbers in the fight that Terrence Crawford had. They had to make the numbers public in Cali. Was it in Cali?
No, you don't
Somebody
have to
pull up.
make it.
no,
If you're a
Somebody
private
pull up.
company, you
what
don't have to.
what Crawford fight are you
I
talking
just seen
about?
the purses paid and all that. Somebody had it. Somebody pull that up and send me that link.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
I'll
see.
take a
Y'all
look
think
at it.
y'all think Turkey?
People do their own math. People try
Yeah,
to
it
do
Please
might
their
tell
it
me
own
might be a
math.
third party. Yeah.
How is Turkey being profitable when he paying every fighter
So
on the
so when
card
you
the
look
most
when you look at
NBA information?
what they're doing in Saudi, it's an investment for them. It's not only boxing they do it in, they do it in other sports. So when you look at
Riyadh
like
season is big as
their
hell.
yeah, they do it in other sports. Yeah, it's not just boxing. So when you guys talk about winning or losing money, for them, they're not looking at it like you guys are looking at it. They're just like a long-term investment,
I don't care how they're looking at it. My point
but
is that
it's
no other
different.
promotional company can afford to do what they're doing and just throw fighters in fights
Why do we
because
Yeah,
they
care?
no,
have
Two
they're
to
not
be
cents.
promotional.
profitable.
You talking about whole country. They're
He's
not
giving
just a
us good
promotional
fights.
company.
Why do we care? As long as we
What
get the
good
good
Yeah,
fights?
fights.
What good
yeah.
fights he giving us?
What?
You're talking about
Better be
promotional
even
companies. You're not
Bivol,
just talking about promotional companies right there. So I mean, I think we got to put that all into
Fury
perspective.
and
At the end of the day,
Tyson. I'm saying Fury and Usyk. We talking about what good fights? He's giving us all the fights that everybody was like. Wait, that was the
He,
promoters like
he's
was
giving
having
you
a
fights
hard issue making.
hardcore fans want to see. That's what he's giving
That's
hardcore
okay,
fans.
and we're hardcore fans, right? So why the fuck we
yeah,
care what all these casuals want?
Because my issue, no, because that's how you make money in boxing. You have to bring in casual fans. So y'all keep trying to compare
I am not
so
Turkey.
making a
so
penny
so
off
you're
of this
arguing. So two
these
No,
cents.
y'all
fights.
Wait,
keep
wait.
trying to
Your
compare
argument.
Turkey, saying he's saving boxing because he got money to waste. How
He's
long y'all
saving it
think
for
he gonna
me.
be doing that?
No. When you keep saying money to waste, it's not actually a waste, and no numbers have been released. You don't even know if he's even losing money. Like this is all
We
like
do
pure
know about
speculative.
that.
Nobody knows. It's not public.
Hey, wait,
I've always made the
hold
argument.
on
They
for a
don't.
second, hacker.
Yeah,
2 cents. Can you post the link? I tried to, but I can't post no link. Some people want to hop
And put
on
it
it.
in the private chat.
Yeah,
I get it. I ain't worried about this. I'm not even trying to be talking about Turkey right now. We talking about
for sure.
let's bring up this cheap ass ghetto press conference that Lamont Roach and Tank Davis had that has went viral.
yo, Howard. Yeah, that was a very cheap press conference at Howard. I don't know if it was cheap, but it looked tacky. I ain't gonna lie.
What was tacky about it? Shout
It
out to
looked
VA
like
Money Group. We got VA Money Group. Got it.
I mean, the MC was asking weird questions. It was just so weird. it looked like
No,
a bunch of high school kids. Yeah,
it
it
did its
looked pretty
part. I ain't gonna
weird.
hate on it. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
was alright. It did its part.
for me,
Tank,
it
you
was
know what I'm
weird
saying, made it what it is.
compared to other press conference. Seemed so weird to me. But when it comes to that whole like going viral, you gotta realize one thing too, saying them going viral has nothing to do with Lamont Roach. It could have been Tank Davis and a fly, and that thing might have still had the same amount of people.
Them going
Yes,
viral does have to do with Lamont Roach because
if the
people.
excitement's not around Lamont Roach, the excitement's around Tank Davis fighting again. That's where the real
It's
excitement
going
is.
viral because of what Tank said. Not
Yeah, it's all
niggas
about
don't
Tank.
fucking know what the
The
fuck
Yeah,
I
face
care
off
you
about
is
what
what
Lamont
went
you can
said.
replace
viral when
Lamont
no
Roach
time
with like
out
a Girl
when they
Scout,
were
and
standing
they'll
on
and it'll still
stage.
do the same
Listen,
thing.
the part that I'm seeing on the blogs that went viral was the face off part. They weren't even saying
What?
anything. It was when they were both standing on the stage with each other. That's the clip that I'm seeing going viral on the blogs and all of
Yeah,
that.
it was going viral
It's
because of what
that's not even the
transpired.
only
But
clip
it could have
that
been
went
anybody.
viral. That's not even the only clip that went viral from the press conference.
But
So
it
you
could,
can
yeah,
say the press conference was cheap all you want to. It's viral now, which is great marketing for the fight.
it's great. It's great marketing. But what I'm saying is, when you talk about viral and like the popularity of the fight, it's based solely on Tank. It's not
Jay
based
Boxing in
on
the building. What up, Jay Boxing?
it's not based on Tank and
Why do
his
you keep
opponent.
saying it's solely based on Tank when the fact that
It could have
both
been anybody.
the
It could have been
clip? No,
anybody, and it was
listen.
still the same thing.
Listen, the reason why the clip went viral is because the women found both Tank Davis, which Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, they're both attractive. We're not gonna lie. Y'all not gonna sit on this panel and act like Lamont Roach and Tank ain't attractive.
I
And
don't know.
the women like
I don't know
that.
nothing
females
about
on the
that,
panel?
Sam.
What's
You don't
going
know,
on here?
you don't know
Hold
two cents.
up. Hold
I
up
don't know.
now.
I don't know
Sam,
nothing about
hold
women,
on,
What we
bro.
Sam,
doing
real
here?
quick.
I'm just
I'm
speaking
just
from
I'm just
one.
That was
messing with
bait for
y'all.
box hacker.
What the fuck we
Yeah,
doing here?
Yeah. No, but they're attractive. People thought the women thought they were attractive, so that's why that particular clip went viral, and that's the clip that I seen on the blogs. But it's other clips from that have went viral also. So my point is, no matter how y'all try to clown how cheap y'all thought it was, from a marketing standpoint, it's went viral. A lot of more people know about the fight. A lot of more casuals know about the fight, and they will tune into it now. So
because of Tank.
Cheap, what does that mean? It didn't mean anything. It still went viral. People still paid attention to it. So,
but to you, 2 Cent, what did you think about the press conference? You thought it looked cheap too, right? It looked, I
honestly didn't even pay attention. I didn't even pay attention to that till somebody said it looked cheap, and I went back and looked at it, and I was like, I mean, they did it on a college campus. They had
it looked like a high school auditorium moment.
It looked like they tried to do something different, to promote it in a different way, but it looked like any other press conference. It wasn't like Showtime press conference because they're not with Showtime.
Maybe it was to sell to the culture. I guess I don't know. It just seemed a little bit more, little tacky, And then I think they should have
no problem with that shit.
And then the MC was so weird, asking those weird ass questions. What would you do? What would you tell your girlfriend if you lost?
So let me ask y'all a question.
Why?
What other press conferences did y'all think didn't look too hot this year?
What other press conferences did we think didn't look too hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's saying, is this only a Tank thing, or do you going hold it?
No, I've never seen a press conference like that. To me, it just seems.
So
I don't know.
It's a Tank thing,
the audience
right?
wasn't.
We're focusing on the wrong things. If we clown the press conference, I had no problem with that press conference.
Remember this, right?
I just wish Tank would have been a little more bullyish, which he got at type of point, because those are the press conferences I like. When Tank on the bully shit, like with Frank.
And when that clip went viral because people thought they was cute, I was like, damn, this nigga wasn't even up there pushing nobody or nothing, and it went viral. They just was standing.
But check.
That's what I said.
This isn't the one right before the fight, though. I think as it gets closer to the fight, that's when you start kicking.
Y'all. We got Paid in Full, Coach Eddie, and Terrence Best videos on the panel. What up, y'all?
Salute.
Yeah, salute to all you brothers.
Videos. Then we got Paid in Full, and then we got Coach Eddie. Oh no! First, let me get VA Money Group. VA Money Group, what's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Like in regards to what?
This is what we've been talking about. It's just like your opening if you want to say something.
Yeah, no, like listen, man. A lot of fans they're like I told you, like we talk about all the time. A lot of these fans are social media fans. So when they're talking about their opinions in regards to whoever in social media, whoever in boxing, it's gonna come off like a social media comment. Like Deuce is talking about I don't like the press conference.
Terrence Best videos. Why are you trying to get up here twice? I got another Terrence Best videos in the background. Oh, it got off. Terrence Best videos, that's you? Hello?
Yeah, I don't know. I know you done got big 2 cents, so they might be them people trying to sneak to do that file stuff. We gonna have to start showing our faces before we come up at this bad.
Yeah, you gotta make them show their face.
That me right there.
Terrence.
His audio probably fucking up.
I see you, Coach Eddie. All right, he ain't saying nothing. I got him in the back. Terrence, turn your video on when you want to come on, because y'all not about to get my stuff messed up. So go ahead, VA Money Group.
So I was saying
the
that
link is pinned to the top, y'all.
Yeah, it's pinned up there. So I was saying it's like some of these guys' opinions, man, it doesn't make any sense, and it's not supposed to make any sense. These guys are just expressing their hatred for whatever black boxer is fighting coming up. When Shakur is about to fight, you're gonna hear the hatred for him. When Tank is fighting, he's about to fight now, so there's hatred for him. And it's just a reflection of who's talking, right? It's not their opinion has nothing to do with the actual fighter or nothing like that. It's just some idiot expressing his hatred for whoever the boxer is, or some trolling social media stuff. It has nothing to do with boxing whatsoever. You know what I mean? So that's my 2 cents.
That's gonna happen though. That's gonna happen though. All right, we got
but it when it's half the people that speak, you know what I'm saying, or the majority of people that speak that's just talking crazy like nonsense about fuck Haney, Shakur's boring, he's a bum. Why is Tank not fighting Shakur? Like you're supposed to play the Super Bowl every week. Nah, you have to fight everybody. There's guys in the rankings that you should be fighting. This guy is a champion who just had a great fight at the next lowest division. He's gonna fight. Where was this stuff like Pedraza? Lomachenko fought Pedraza. Nobody said nothing. He moved
William
up.
Old School, what up?
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's fake. That's all I got.
All right. Paid in full. What you got for the show? What's your 2 cents?
What's going on? Salute to y'all. Yeah, I only heard Boxing Hacker say something about the. I literally just pulled up and I heard him say.
Y'all don't see the link pinned to the top, or am I?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. I pinned.
But yeah,
Parents Best videos. You keep coming in here and leaving. What's up? What's going on with your stuff? Turn your camera on whenever you're ready to get on.
But yeah, I heard him say something about it was low budget or some shit like that. Like they press conference and shit. Like I'm trying to understand, like, why was it low budget to you?
No, I didn't say it was low. I said it would look tacky.
I'm trying to ask a question, but y'all never answer my question. NHA box. But NHA, you said you didn't have a problem with the press conference. Well, anybody in the chat?
I don't care about the press conference.
Can you name another press conference that you thought was cheap or didn't meet your standards?
No, so this one seemed different to me. It is because
I'm trying to see what y'all comparing.
I can't compare it to anything because it seemed different, right? Like one thing was the one like boxing fans in the audience.
Eddie, a shot. Eddie, what's your 2 cents? What you got? Oh, pay the full. Was you finished?
Yeah. I was just trying to understand what he meant by cheap.
Yeah. It just seemed different. Like for instance, there wasn't really a box. It didn't seem like there were boxing fans in the audience. Like people weren't clapping or anything. They were just like silent. The MC was telling them weird jokes, you know.
All press conferences got that weird silence, silence and stuff like that. What are you talking about?
Not for like big fights, not really.
Man,
like you're gonna have silence on both sides, you know. But like, also, just seem like, especially at HU, I expected something a little more. I don't know. Better, I guess.
At a college though, bro, you gotta understand.
But how are you? How are you can do big things in there?
And I feel like this.
They could have done better.
Honest, I felt like that press conference was more entertaining than the first press conference.
Yeah.
Real.
I don't know. You know the funny thing? I'll put it like this. Like the most exciting thing that people talk about is the fact that Tank was arguing with the audience. You see what I'm saying? Like imagine that.
Boxing Hacker, what was the most exciting thing that happened in the last press conference you watched?
Yeah, the one before Tank, same thing. Arguing with the audience.
So what are we talking about?
So you only watch Tank press conferences?
It was both Tank press conferences.
You know that boy go to sleep dreaming about Tank. Hey, look, just bottom line. The reason why it didn't, if you think about it, people blow up for doing silly stuff, crazy stuff, or ignorant stuff, or revealing some skin. This is the age we're in. They were there for that. They wanted to see some quote unquote knucker stuff. And once the knucker stuff happened, that's when people started clapping. But it's Coach Eddie's turn though.
Coach Eddie, what's your 2 cents? What you got? And let's not acting like all press conference be awkward. Like y'all stop.
Right.
Yeah. Salute 2 cents. Salute to the panel. First of all, I've been listening for a while. I like what Turkey's doing. All my favorite fighters are the fighters that I looked up to. They're retired. Right now, I just enjoy the sport of boxing. I'm not a man fan. Not saying anybody up here is, but I'm not a man fan. I like the story. Like the guy that I like right now is Daniel Dubois. I like how he's coming. I like how he's winning these fights. I like how he's digging in deep. I like knockouts. For the press conference, I can care less. I seen some great press conference and terrible fights. Press conference on me. I'm not entertained by press conference.
Turn your video on.
My thing is, what the fuck? What the fuck is a man fan? Like, what the fuck is that, bro?
I was about to ask him
that is a term. Go ahead, because that's a new term that a lot of these YouTube channels are leaving. Or that they introduced like man fan, casual. I never heard that before. A lot of new terms that came out. So man fan is basically your fighter can do no wrong. That's a man fan. You know what I'm saying?
You're more of a fan of the fighter than the actual boxing sport.
I seen
There's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong with that.
I seen
I took it
better
the
fights
wrong
on.
way. I took it the wrong way because you said you ain't no man fan. Then you said I like Daniel Dubois.
Man, you know
So I
you a
was
I don't
man
know what
fan.
he
So
trying to
stop,
say,
stop,
y'all.
Man, come on, man,
stop,
don't
bro.
start, bro.
Stop.
Anyway,
Listen,
man.
you and
Anyway,
Hacker
Anyway, let
are
him finish.
henyites. Let that man continue.
Go
He was
ahead,
like,
Coach.
I like how Daniel Dubois coming.
Yeah, go
man,
ahead.
I'm not a no Diddy guy. I'm not, that's that new stuff, man. You know, I'm a grown man.
Yeah, I feel
I
you,
don't play them
coach.
kind of games, man. All no homo and all that stuff. I'm grown. Uh, like I say, I can't let somebody change the goddamn English language. That makes no sense to me at all. But
Yeah.
anyway, like I said, press conferences. Hey, I seen better fights on Tuesday night fights than a lot of these pay per views we've been getting. So I don't get hung up on these fighters, and how what they're doing or what they're not doing. I'm there for the fight. I don't really care nothing about the press conference. It is what it is. We seen a lot of guys sell a lot of wolf tickets at press conference, and then get in the fight. It don't do nothing like freaking Hitchison last night. Sold a lot of wolf tickets, and then I went to sleep on this man fight.
What you
thought
think
he
Literally,
about
did
the
good.
Hitchison fight,
What?
Coach?
No,
it
come
was
on. Don't do him
trash.
like that, OG.
That was a good fight,
That
Don't
though.
do
man,
him like
sold
that,
all the
OG.
wolf tickets and didn't do nothing.
He ain't
He
do nothing.
sold wolf
Hey, I'm
tickets.
gonna say this. I'm gonna
He,
tell y'all
he
this.
did he did the exact
Hold on,
thing. He did the exact opposite of what Haney did.
Hold on. I don't want to
I,
meet. I don't want to meet y'all. Coach Eddie, I missed the fight last night. I heard different things about the fight, but what's your 2 cents? What you thought about the fight?
The fight to me was it was boring. I'm not gonna keep it 100. It was more like a point fight. Like I say, with all that woofing that you did, all that talking that you did, and for you to go in there and fight like that, yeah, did he win? Yes. But did the fight match? Did the fight match his mouth? No. The fight didn't match what he
Shakur,
said he was gonna
Say
do to
something
this
real
guy.
quick, Eddie. Say something real
wait,
quick.
who we
You
talking
know what I'm
about, Coach
saying?
Eddie?
Hold on, time out,
Yeah,
Coach Eddie.
Come on, Hitchins.
Hitchison, man. If you talking like that, that man was talking like he was getting ready to kill something. The way he was talking,
right,
he didn't get
right.
nothing. He didn't do nothing but jab. Jab,
But
jab, grab. It's like he punching and then jumping out of the way at the same time.
I
I'm
thought he
like, bro,
was fucking. I thought he was
that
fucking
man.
Pyro face up though. I ain't gonna lie.
he
That
Yeah,
nigga
did,
it
man.
was
Them
really
jabs,
bad.
them
yo, yo, hey,
them
yo,
stiff ass
hey, yo,
jabs. He was catching
Yeah.
his
them
ass.
shits had his head look like a bobblehead doll.
But
Terrence,
see,
Yeah,
can
this
you
the
he beat
say?
the
thing.
brakes off that boy.
This is what I feel
Yeah,
the
he
thing
boxed.
is.
Hitchens
I feel
boxed
like
really
it's
well
this,
last
bro.
night.
I feel like when we don't really appreciate the great boxing, because I feel like Hitchison boxed a perfect, like a great boxing lesson. Like he gave that nigga really a great
Facts.
boxing lesson. And it's like I don't like. I think we get so caught up into every fighter got to be a fucking knockout artist for us to appreciate what we actually seen in the ring.
Now I
And
appreciate it, but the way you talking, this man talking like he was John Wick.
yeah,
This
I
man
get it.
talking
I
like he
get
was
it.
a killer, and he didn't do it, bro.
Cause Shakur
You
do the
you know
same
what I'm
shit.
saying? Yeah.
Shakur do the same shit.
All right, Fly Frequency. What's your 2 cents? What you got?
What man said John Wick? Hey,
I really who that? Who that? Oh, I was gonna
can
say
I say one thing before we
Hey,
go
after
to the
he
next
done,
go
after
ahead,
topic?
he
go ahead.
done, Tucson, I just want to
I
know how you
wasn't
feel
gonna go
about
to the
Jaleel
next
Hackett
topic, but
being
go ahead.
robbed.
Hold on. What you
Oh
say, Patty Fool?
no,
I just want to see after he get done. I just want to know how you feel about Jaleel Hackett getting robbed the way he did.
Okay, but I didn't see the fights last
Oh
night.
yeah, yeah, you
we
did. You
definitely
did.
could talk about that. I want to say one thing before we move forward. First and
Hold up, we ain't
foremost,
get to move forward. I was about to say something.
There's 2 cents. Go ahead, Frequency.
No, go ahead, go ahead. You got to say what you was gonna say.
Thomas. Go ahead, Thomas.
no, this is her show. She said, "Get your 2 cents off." Go ahead.
Oh, I just originally came up here to see why y'all was acting like y'all ain't know what was meant by the fact that it was a low budget John and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was low budget or whatever y'all was saying. Y'all ain't see it or whatever y'all was saying. But
No, I never.
as far
What I said was, even if it was the fact that it was low budget, it still went viral and did great for what it needed to do for marketing purposes. That was my point. Even though people felt it was low budget. And my next question was, what other press conferences did y'all see this year that y'all didn't like, or was all of them perfect?
Okay, but
I didn't like the AB and whatchamacallit John
oh
uh
yeah,
the dude
Blair
from Philly.
Cobb,
What's his name again?
Tom,
Uh
Blair Cobb.
Blair,
Blair
Tom,
Blair.
Blair the Flair. I
Wheeler
thought that
Flair,
was
yeah.
like a low budget John, but
It was low budget
Don
fight. I mean,
King Don
that
King
Don
been
King
out of
ain't
the
got no
game for a
bread, bro.
minute though, it seemed like, right? Don King been out of the game for a long time. But
King washed.
as far as Richardson Hitchins, I thought he did what he had to do. You know how many times we saw Floyd Mayweather, say he gonna do this and that, and then just come out there and outbox the person. He ain't. We don't expect Floyd Mayweather to knock somebody out, but although sometimes he did get the knockout, But most of the times it was just a display of the sweet science. You know, he beat the person and made him look stupid, but you know, he didn't do what he said he was going to do. I think that's all a part of selling the fight, you know. And I think Hitchins did what he was supposed to do. I don't think that fighters should get caught up in, you know, what the viewers want him to do, having him changing how he fights and stuff like that. You know, I think he did what he's supposed to do.
Hey, but hold on one second. But it's just like this. I'm gonna break. It's just like you telling a girl you finna be all night long, and you get over there, and you 2 minutes and you out.
Happen all the time.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. I mean, this man told us he was finna get in there and do his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? He can do it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He did better than what Paro did.
You have to tell yourself, right, to get
what
it in.
What Paro said he was going to do. He ain't do nothing but go in there and slam his face up against that man's fist.
That man kept both his mitts in his pockets the whole fight.
Hey, that was a good.
What's up, Terrence? What you got?
Yeah, real quick, man. I don't understand why there's no outrage, bro. I mean, this Tank situation is out of control, bro. This man was asked about Shakur, and y'all still running the narrative about Shakur when they asked this man straight up, "You gonna fight Shakur?" And the man didn't say, "Oh yeah, we just sent this dude a offer." He ain't accepted. Why he ain't say that? Y'all got y'all got y'all man over here. No, y'all got y'all known liar.
Hold on, let him finish.
Because we know Tank get agitated.
Wait, I don't want to hear that agitated stuff. It don't make sense. It gotta make sense, bro. It gotta make sense. You got your man's over here who's a known liar. Espinosa, y'all know this dude a liar, bro. And y'all just gonna believe this liar.
Hold on, time out. Are we gonna keep saying Espinosa is a known liar because they asked him about
absolutely?
Hold on, let me
absolutely. Once a liar, always a liar.
When he start lying, he start looking around.
Hold on. This is what I'm gonna say. Y'all want to keep saying Steven Espinosa is a known liar because he did not tell y'all that Showtime was about to go out of business. You don't know.
He lied he lied before that.
How you lie
about?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Espinosa said himself he didn't give an offer.
Y'all not let me fit. I'm about to keep muting y'all. Listen. The man said they asked him about Showtime. We don't know what type of obligation he was under to not speak on Showtime and their business and what they were doing. What can anybody point me to another lie Espinosa has told? Because y'all want to keep acting like this Showtime thing is the end all be all. Everything he say from now on is a lie. What reason would Steven Espinosa have to lie about the Tank Davis Shakur negotiations when he didn't even want to answer the question? The man asked him to expound. So Terrence Best Videos, I'm gonna unmute you, and NHA, I'm gonna unmute you. But Terrence Best Videos was giving his 2 cents. This question is for you. What reason do you think that Steven Espinosa would just come out and pull that out his ass and say that?
What?
Q Brown in the building. What up, Q Brown? B-Dog, what up?
Right now, because you know why? 2 cents. Everybody's asking for this fight, bro. He has to fight. He has to fight somebody, bro. He has to fight Shakur. He has to fight Shakur.
No, but
why is he lying?
What do anybody having to fight somebody got to do with Espinosa? Espinosa don't got to fight nobody.
He's making Tank look better than he is for ducking his fight.
The nigga said he wasn't even gonna go into what actually happened.
But time out, let me say this. But nobody said he ducked the fight. They said it's gonna happen next year. So what are we even talking about?
Yeah,
but now this man talking about he retiring. How's it happen next year?
That's what that definitely means.
He's gonna retire without fighting Shakur. He asked Shakur, what has Shakur done? Y'all not.
What did Shakur say he lied about? What did Shakur say he lied about though, specifically?
I don't want to
talk, man.
About him turning down a fight. That's what he said.
Okay, let's hold on. Let's take the emotions out of this real quick and let's think about it logically, okay?
Yeah.
Steven Espinosa said they wanted to make a fight. Shakur wanted a multi-fight deal. They wasn't down with that, so Shakur went over to Eddie Hearn and got his multi-fight deal. And they told him they'll spin the block and come back to him in 2025. Tank Davis said, let me finish. Tank Davis said he gonna retire after 25 and he want to fight 3 fights next year. So why are we in an uproar when the man say he want to do 3 fights next year, and Steven Espinoza said they gonna spin the block and make the fight at the end of 25?
Well,
What is
this
the
is what I'm
problem?
upset about.
But this
This
is why I
thing.
say, hold on, 2 cents.
Let's
This why
clarify
I
one
can't.
thing
This is
though.
why I said it can't
Let's
be no
clarify
fucking
one
Hold
thing.
lie.
on, let Paid in Full go. Go ahead, Paid in
This is
Full.
why I said it can't be a fucking lie, bro. Because for one thing, before anybody even knew anything, Shakur was the first one to come out and tell us that Tank's team contacted him. So whether you want to believe what those conversations was about, that's up to you, bro. But we can't sit here and say a motherfucker was lying when a nigga actually said that he's not going to go into details about what actually happened. He just gave a breakdown of what actually occurred with the situation and why it went the way it went.
Okay,
And we can
but
honestly say that. Hold on. The nigga can honestly say that the nigga said that when he said that Shakur was looking for a multiple fight deal. And what did Shakur go to Matchroom and do? Got a multiple fight deal, right?
2-fight deal.
yeah,
Here go
you're right.
y'all
But
questions
here's
and
the
y'all
thing.
answered.
Wait, guys,
Steven Espinoza could not divulge certain information since they were a publicly traded company. So
yeah,
that's why he didn't tell y'all about the
yeah.
Showtime thing. So can we
Exactly.
please
Still a
let it
lie.
go?
It's
Okay,
still a
but
lie.
here's the thing, guys. Espinoza never said they offered him. They were trying to offer Shakur a 1-fight
Here
deal,
we go with
and we
this shit
keep saying
again,
he
bro.
did.
Here we
He
go with this
never
shit
said
again,
that.
bro.
Boxing Hacker, you gonna make me
He
mute.
said he only stated what Shakur wanted. He
Can you
never
mute
stated
me
what
real
Boxing
they
quick? Because I
Hacker,
want
wanted.
I
to say
can
what I
play
got to
you the
say.
video and you will still deny that this
We
man
can
said
we can play it, and
that they wanted a 1-fight deal.
No, ain't no
we
point
can
in
say
playing it, bro,
one by
because it's
one.
like fucking talking to you. It's like
No,
talking to a
My
fucking wall,
question
wait,
bro.
is,
we
what?
play. We can
But
say what he
Shakur
said one by
directly
one.
denied that. 2 cents. He
Yeah,
denied that.
no,
Shakur, I
Shakur.
mean,
Okay,
2
so
cents.
He
He
said what I
denied that.
said.
who we gonna believe?
Shakur
That's
said
where we
what I
at.
said in
We
the
So
gonna
y'all
believe
just
stipulated.
what we
gonna
gonna
call
believe.
Shakur a liar. That's what I'm
No,
saying. Y'all just gonna call that man a
What is
Hold
he
up,
liar.
hold up,
saying?
hold up. But Shakur also
Time out,
The
denied
time
that
man
out.
he
said,
has
I'm a beast
practice.
god. I
wait,
wouldn't ask for nothing like
wait,
that. I know I can't
wait,
ask for
guys.
nothing like that.
Hold on, guys.
That's what
Hold on.
Shakur
Big
said.
Guy Willie on the panel.
Wait, guys.
What's cracking? What's
Guy
cracking
Willie,
with
what's
the
the
Espinosa
chat?
never
message? What
said
you
what you
got
guys
for
are
the
saying.
show?
What
Hold
happened?
on, Big
Happy
Guy Willie.
Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy
Happy
Sunday.
Sunday.
So
What
Big
you got
Willie.
for the show?
What's happening?
The word, big dog.
You guys picking up Boston Hacker? What you guys picking
No,
on
no,
him
no, no,
for?
no.
No,
Before everybody
It's
get
like they
going, let me
can't
go on and get this out real
comprehend.
quick.
No, big
Go
dog.
ahead,
They just
Thomas
don't
Hill. Go
want to
ahead,
look at all the
Thomas.
variables, bro.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Thomas.
What's
hey,
got you guys? I know I just came in, but finish what you're saying. I'll chime in when you guys when I figure
yeah.
out what you guys are talking
So
about.
just to
oh, for
clarify
sure.
again,
I just want
Espinosa
to say
never
this.
said that. He never said they were trying to offer Shakur anything. He only
Come on,
stated what
Hacker,
Shakur
man. We know
wanted.
you don't like Tank, but come on, let me
No,
say
no,
this
we're
real
not
quick
going.
and get this off.
Go ahead,
Shakur
Thomas.
said
Nah. Y'all just like to pick and
Said he
choose
was
which
not.
Hey, y'all
flyer
let
y'all want to
Thomas
believe in.
go. Let Thomas go. Go ahead, Thomas.
So what we having right now is what I was going to speak on, bro. First and foremost, this is 2 Cents channel, bro. Let her navigate, man. Stop over talking her. When she tell you to hold on, hold on. Stop talking over everybody because we can't hear nobody. Everybody talking.
Yeah,
And
everybody
also,
talk one
man,
at a time in case I want to clip some of this and make a video. Go
let
ahead,
people
Thomas.
who ain't had something to say, man, let them get their stuff off before we go on and
Rick
combat they
Tim's
stuff.
in the building. What up, Rick
Big Rick
Tim?
Tim, salute, baby boy.
But who else was talking?
I got something to say since I just came
Go
in
ahead,
here.
Big Guy
Now I
Willie.
know what you guys are talking about, man. You know what? I was going to be real with you. I don't believe Espinoza, but me as a Shakur fan, Shakur be saying some shit that don't be sounding right either. He goes back on some shit. I don't believe Espinoza. I think that Tank is his client, and I think he has for the best interest of Tank. He say things that are half truths and have right. I don't believe him at all. But
Well, my only
Shakur's
thing,
not Shakur. Hold on. But Shakur's not being 100 either. So there's something going around in the middle, and and I can admit that as a Shakur fan. Now, some of you Tank fans need to admit sometimes that Tank be on some bullshit too. Just the other day, talking about, well, I didn't say this, but then he did say it,
Yeah,
and
he was
yeah,
on
everybody
some
like, well, he
and
forgot.
Oh, he
I
he
agree
was
definitely
on
with
some
said
you.
that.
bullshit
He
with Tank.
I
definitely
agree
said that,
with
no
you.
As soon
doubt.
as he said it, I was like, damn, Tank, why you
Yeah,
say that? Now they
yeah.
finna be on my panel
He
giving me
said
love.
he said he would never fight Devin in Tio, and then he said,
No,
"No,
he
I never
no,
said
he
that."
basically was
Fight
saying though.
them.
He was pretty much saying like he don't need to. He don't. It ain't up to him to fight them in order for him to retire. If he don't get the fight, he just don't get the fight.
No,
That's a
Now
that's
he
an
ain't
Let me
said
excuse.
say
That's
that.
an
this,
Nah,
He
he
ain't
excuse,
Thomas.
said
though.
that.
said
That's
That's
not.
fine.
Hold on, hold
he
on, hold
literally come
on.
out
Why
and
y'all
said,
not making?
"He will
Stop.
fight
Let me
him."
Why
say
y'all
this.
not
Let me say
making
this.
content about
Terrence,
that
let me
though?
say this. Let me say this. Why, when we heard Shakur, he said, "Oh yeah, they called me. They said I told them I was available, but they never called me back." And then Espinoza came out and said what he said, and then Shakur came out and his story changed. It
Yeah,
went from they never called me back to they said they wanted to spin the block and do something in 25.
exactly. So who
Well,
lying
that's why
now?
they never called him back, I guess.
But nigga, he just
But
admitted to
nobody's
what.
lying though. He just tried to spin it like, oh, they said they ain't call me back. When the truth was, you wanted something else, and they was like, we ain't giving you that. We'll come
The
back in
truth is,
25.
he
Yeah,
directly denied that, though. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying.
That's
Yeah,
what
He
he
But
directly
denied that. He
denied
what
said
that.
I'm
that
Yeah,
didn't
saying is
yeah.
happen.
everything that
no, he
Espinoza
didn't.
said, bro, he actually did.
No,
Again,
in the
when he
Twitter
asked,
No. He
Spaces,
didn't say. No,
He
he didn't. He
said
didn't.
he was never offered. He denied the
He,
fact that Espinoza offered him a one-fight deal.
fight deal. Yeah. So,
yeah,
like I said, there's
right
something in
there
the
on the
middle. There's
screen,
something
right there on the
missing.
screen, y'all.
and then you gotta understand, like Shakur kept on saying, bro, he know the fight is gonna happen. He kept saying
But you
that
know,
shit.
but can I say to why can't you Tank fans just admit that Tank be on some bullshit too?
We just
Oh,
admitted that. We said
when
when
he
that
said
nigga just contradicted the
said
fuck out of himself.
yeah, and when he said that he wasn't in his top five, he was definitely not telling the truth there.
First
He
of
had
all,
always
he
put him
But he
in
said
his top
probably
he
five.
feel
said
like that for
Shakur.
real
He
now.
said Shakur. He downgraded Shakur like some Devin Haney shit. Said, "Oh, he haven't fought nobody." That was
I
wrong.
mean,
You can't say
That's
shit.
because you
but we being
don't want
Well,
to
honest, he
y'all
talk
not
really
saying
about
haven't
the
nothing
fought
about
debate.
nobody
that.
at 35. He really haven't
That's
fought
that
nobody at
See, that's what
Canelo.
I'm
35.
saying. You guys are
Tank
downgrading
Davis
him
is doing
again.
his Canelo. It's all he doing is
Well,
Canelo.
can we stick?
Thank you,
Can
Canelo
we
do the
Coach.
stop
same
Thank
calling
you,
this
stuff.
man a
Coach.
No,
face
we're
of
not gonna just
He
boxing?
stick to
downplay
nothing because you
guys,
have to
and then
just.
he fight somebody that we never even heard of.
Can we
That's what
Thank
Tank is
you,
doing. He's
Coach.
doing
Hold
his
on, y'all. Hold
Canelo.
can
on.
we stop
Shout
calling him the
out.
face of
Hey, when y'all hear
boxing?
that noise, when y'all hear the chains dropping, when y'all hear the change, y'all gotta stop because I'm about to shout out. Shout out to Cal Cooley for the $20 in the Cash App. He ain't even
Holler.
say nothing. Appreciate it. Thank you for
Ain't
your
had
support
to,
to the
because he the
channel.
coolest nigga in the fight. Cal Curry, baby.
All right,
Cal
go
Curry.
ahead.
So,
But I'm just trying to, but I just be trying to understand. Like you said, we don't call Tank out. We definitely called a nigga out when he contradicted himself.
You
Hold
do.
up, hold up.
Can y'all stop calling the
You
face
do,
of
I mean,
because
I
you
don't
keep
boxing?
know.
you
Not
keep
Hold
bringing it
everybody.
up,
up.
Okay.
hold up.
Can we
So
can we
I
cut
mean,
that nonsense out?
y'all keep wanting people to be like, "Oh, Tank said this way," but how come all these other YouTubers they will sit in your face and literally tell you the wrong information, and then they'll never come back out and say nothing? Nobody coming back
At
out and was like,
all.
"Oh, I
No,
guess
no, no, no,
Tank
no.
didn't fire Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny."
At
Nobody coming
all.
out
They
and
need to be
saying
called
that.
out
You know,
too.
I didn't even hear that. I didn't even
They
hear
ain't
that.
say shit about
Shout
they ain't
out
say shit
Tony
about the money.
Reviews. Hold on, y'all. Listen, when somebody new come on the panel, y'all hear the clapping.
Oh, I didn't.
Let
Okay.
let, let them get their 2 cents in because they new on the panel. Tony Reviews, what's up? What you got for the show?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in where I hear. Look, I agree with the one dude who said Tank Davis is on his Canelo. Canelo don't fight nobody that's a risk of beating him, just like Tank. But the big difference in Canelo is Canelo beat a bunch of people in his youth that could have beat him, and he did lose to Floyd Mayweather. He did take on threats like Triple
What
G,
up, Israel Bound?
Cotto, etc. Tank Davis, he ain't done none of that. And
So
Tank
who?
Davis fans,
So
hold on,
So
I'm not done
let them
talking.
finish. Let them finish. Go ahead, Tony.
The problem with Tank Davis is he suffers from the same thing that Canelo has a problem of. The fans. Y'all keep giving him passes. Now, I said this fight right here, Lamont Roach, I gave him a pass personally because Loma ducked him. But outside of that, it's the two fans of both those fighters that keep paying for them to fight bums, to bring people up, to fight people that aren't within their class. Like, I'm sick and tired of seeing dudes who are on paper, the elite fighter fighting guys who shouldn't be in the ring with them. But it's
But
the
you okay
fans
with
that
the
keep
Kid
paying
Austin
for
Shakur
it.
fight? How you feel about that
Bro,
one?
why you
What
hating on
about
Tank? Why
Shakur?
you hating on Tank?
no,
What
I
about
just
We're
want to
not
know
Ain't
Shakur?
what.
hating.
nobody hating
No,
on
he's not
Tank.
Hold
He's
saying.
on,
He's
he's
just
just
y'all.
saying.
saying.
Hold
he asked the
on, hold
question. He
on,
asked the
hold
question.
on.
Let the man answer the
Tony
question.
Reviews. I was asking like, what are your thoughts on the Shakur Kid Austin fight?
So I brought that up, I believe, on here last time I was here.
Not the same.
He quiet now.
I think people are
Oh, he got quiet.
underestimating it,
Yeah,
and I
you can
think it's
see
going to be a
that.
lot harder fight for
That's
Shakur
crazy.
than what people are thinking it
I bet
is.
he the same nigga ain't
And
say
it could.
shit when
Ariana, what up? What
Shakur
up?
was. I bet he didn't say shit when Shakur was pulling up Cordine. I bet you he had that same energy.
Yes, I did. I made a video about it. What the fuck are you talking
Bet you
about?
that nigga ain't had that same
Nobody
energy,
wanted.
bro.
No.
It's
What are
like,
you
bro, if
talking
we
about?
honestly
Paid in
look at the
full.
layout
Paid
of
in full. Can you hear Tony Reviews? He talking. You talking
no,
over
I
him.
can't
Can you
hear
hear
him.
him? Oh,
I
you
can't
can't
hear
hear
him.
him.
I could hear
Go
him.
No.
I
out.
could hear
Go
him.
out. Go out and come back in. Paid in full because y'all
Uh,
It's
talking at
like
the same
it's like
time.
what the fuck is this dude
I
talking
could
about?
hear
I made
Paid
a
too.
video about the Cordina fight, how it was bullshit. Like how you gonna bring up a guy who's already lost? Like the fuck?
So you think
Nobody
that
wanted to
Kid
see
Austin
Cordina.
is a? You think Kid Austin is better matched with Shakur than Tank fighting a champion from 130 who's already had multiple fights at 35. It's not like that was never his
Yeah.
weight class.
I
Fuck,
mean, I
cab
understand
drivers at
that, but
135.
you got to look at it like this. So did Sonny Edwards. Sonny Edwards had a lot of fights above where he fought out, where he had the belt, but when he went down there, it was different. The thing about it is this. He may have fought at 135, but he couldn't compete at 135, so he went to 130, where he felt like he could be a better threat. That's why he went back to 130. It has nothing to do with that. He went down because he never saw himself being a champion at 135. He's taking a payday, like Canelo. I know, payday, and he's going to get paid to lose. And that's all it is. He's a champion because he beat the guy that Tank already made quit. Like, are we serious?
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Yeah, that's what I
I
said.
know
I
that
know
too.
that. Hey,
Yeah, I
Richardson.
want to say something real quick. You can kind of
I
tell
can
who the
hear him
fans.
sometimes, but then I can't hear him after that.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah, I know sometimes we can kind of tell who the fans when they try to protect their fighters because they're going to discredit that fighter that they don't want their fighter to fight, but then they're
Hold
going to
on, hold
praise
on.
a guy.
Todd Drakeford with the $5 in the super chat. She says, "Can someone tell me who Shakur resume can beat anyone on Tank's resume realistically?"
I've been
I
I
asking
felt the
that.
genuinely
same
asked.
way.
I've been
Shout
The
out to
same
asking
Todd
that.
way.
Drakeford. Shout out to Todd Drakeford
Oscar
with the
Ditto.
$5
Valdez,
in the super chat.
Oscar Valdez can say
Somebody got a
Sal,
lot of noise in the background.
Oscar
Nakadila,
Valdez. Oscar
At
Valdez.
135, at
Nakadila,
135, because Shakur only
Why
had
you
three
guys? This
fights at
is what I'm talking
135.
about.
Yeah,
You
that
guys
sound
comparing
weird.
this shit to.
And Shakur
Never
could beat
mind.
everybody on Tank's resume too. So what you saying? He
Shakur can
could.
beat
He
everybody on
absolutely.
Tank's resume.
I don't think he can beat everybody, but he can
I
definitely
think
beat
so.
most of them.
Who
I
can you
think
not
he
beat?
can. I think he washes everybody and takes resume. He might not knock him out, but
Yeah.
he
Who
definitely
can you? Who
beats
can you not
everybody.
beat on the
Man,
Tank's resume?
Who could
Shakur
beat
ain't
I think
him?
he
watching
beat
everybody on.
Barrio. So I
Man,
think
I'm
he
y'all
thinking
beat
be
him. I'm
reading
thinking
the
him
Barrio.
and
fight
Frank
as
Martin.
not,
That's a
man.
good
Stop
fight.
it, bro.
I think Frank
Stop it.
Martin and Shakur. That's a good fight.
Yeah,
I don't. I mean,
I think he
I
can
don't
I
watch
see.
think he
Frank
beats
I
Martin.
don't
Frank
see
Martin
what the
He can
hype
handily.
watch
is
Frank
around
Martin. Stop it.
I
Shakur.
wouldn't even been mad if he
Hold
went
Shakur
at
is
on,
him.
not
one
this
mic,
goddamn. I mean, Shakur is just not like this super elite fighter that everybody's making him out to be.
That's what I'm
I
trying to
mean,
find out.
I'm dead serious, man. These guys haven't even fought the best in their division. How can you
None
how
Exactly.
can
of
you
them.
just
See what I'm
elevate
talking
these?
about?
How can you
See what I'm
just
talking about?
elevate
This is what
these
I'm
None of
talking
guys
them.
about.
None
to
of
this
them.
mythical status? They have not achieved anything like that.
he was
A
the
lot of these
best. He was
guys,
the
a lot of
best.
these
He
fighters,
was the
I'm not
division.
even confident they're gonna win. It's
He was
like
the
back in
best
the day,
A three
we knew
division champ
Mayweather was
is
gonna
gonna act
win.
like he ain't no
No,
good. A
no
three
matter no
division
matter
champ no
who he
good
fought.
now.
And then just like Shakur said, just like Shakur came out and said that he wanted to rematch De La Santos. Now he basically saying, why would I have to fight him again? It's gonna be a boring fight. He's a counterpuncher. The
But he'd
fuck?
beat De Los Santos. I honestly believe that would ease.
But okay, so why not rematch him if you said that you were so hurt? Why not rematch him?
Because you beat him easily the first time. I
You
mean,
guys are
Why
just
didn't
talking about
Tank
three
fight
division
him
he
instead
champ.
of
clearly
fighting
won
Roach?
the first
See, this
fight.
is the
Why didn't
downplay.
Tank
This is the downplay you
Why
got to
didn't
give this
Tank fight
dude.
him instead of
Is it
fighting
Devin
Roach?
Haney shit?
It wasn't a close. It wasn't really a close fight. He clearly won that fight.
Tank
See,
It
you
was
didn't
like
ain't
have
been
he
that.
had
acting
to
like
do
Devin
nothing.
Haney. You got to be doing that Devin Haney shit.
What
To
Devin
me,
Now
to
he
me,
Haney?
to
no
me,
good.
Y'all
He
talking
no
Devin
good.
about?
Haney
Can't
is
just
more
Y'all
say
exciting than
talking
that.
about?
Haney
It
Shakur.
got to
wasn't
do
a
in any
close
of this.
fight. We talking about a fight with the least punches thrown. Like nobody
Yeah,
hating. We
yeah,
just saying
who
like,
he won
That is
what are we
clearly.
true.
talking about?
He won
Nobody's
Tank had,
hating.
clearly.
We're not
Tank
So
hating.
had
when
a
you
We're
got
hurt
saying
hand.
No,
when you
but
got two
somebody asked a good
counterpunches, that's what
question.
happened.
It wasn't
Somebody
really
asked
that
a good question.
controversial.
They said, "Who has been of all the contemporaries that you guys want to put against the ring with Tank Davis? Who has the world beaten resume? Tell me. Let me know.
Who has a world beating resume?
Yeah, who's
I
been
think
fighting
Shakur is a
everybody you
multi-division
want to see?
champion.
None of them.
Shakur is a multi-division champion. It was
Not,
But
years
that's
and
ago.
what
I
It was
want
y'all
I
run
want to
linear.
see
to.
Tank
But
and
did he
You're
Shakur in the
fight?
linear.
ring.
You're saying you're linear.
Did he
Like,
fight the Okay, so it doesn't matter that he didn't fight the competition you wanted him to see. It just mattered that he's a champion.
what fights did you
No,
want to
no,
see
two
at
cents. That's
130
not
and
what we're saying.
126? What
That's not
fights
what
did
we're
y'all want to
saying.
see? Wait. Okay. Put it in real perspective. He was at 130 and 126. What fights did you want to see him do at 130 and 126 that will make you say he's ready, if that's the
Who?
case?
Who you talking about?
Shakur.
It's
Shakur
not a
was that
matter
one.
of the fight that I wanted him to see to make me say that he's ready. What I ask is, what performance has he put on that makes you feel like, or what things have you seen in his performances that make you think he can beat Tank? That's the only question that I ask.
Oh, based on style. To me, it's purely based on
What
style.
style, bro? What is his style?
What style? What is Tank style?
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Well, let me ask it this way. Let me ask it this way.
Yeah.
Boxing hacker,
Yeah.
Terrence Smith's videos. I think Big Dog with like all of y'all like, and one at a time, please. Because if I want to
Okay.
clip this and use it for content, y'all can't be yelling. What? Damn, I forgot my question.
No, you was asking
What has Shakur done? What has Shakur done that made
No,
him?
I wanted to ask it in a different way. I wanted to ask
Uh,
why do y'all think that legit question, why do you think that Tank Davis is ducking Shakur Stevenson and that he would be willing to retire to not have to fight Shakur
Good
Stevenson?
question.
That's not okay. Then you can't ask me that question because that I don't think none of those things.
Okay.
I
So
have an answer.
I'll put it like this. I can answer. So where was go first? I can answer.
All right,
but-
one at a time. Go. What y'all got? We're gonna start with who wanna answer?
I'll be quick.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I don't believe in none of that shit. Who said whoever says that the Tank is ducking Shakur and he's gonna retire? That's ridiculous. That's dumb. But it goes. But you got to do it the opposite way around. Shakur ducking Tank because of this reason. You guys have to quit that too. So I think it's just dumb shit. This is dumb shit. This duck talk is going too far, and that's all I got to say. And one more thing before I get off of here because I'm getting.
I agree.
Well, one more thing. Who now? I don't know if it's not Shakur fans, but you Devin fans who fake like you Shakur fans. Stop talking about the man's taxes.
Yeah, like that shit corny as hell, bro.
Yeah.
My man, Big Dog came for smoke
That's how
for
you
us
know.
tonight.
I want to answer that question in a second.
That's how you know when it's really being strategic with motherfuckers really trying to tear that man down, bro.
Can I ask
That's just fucking stupid. That's the dumbest shit. I heard this shit. This nigga was talking about taxes like there's something. But who does that shit?
That shit weird.
You guys got that damn bored that you can't find something to do on this man. It's coming from Shakur fans on this man that you got to talk about this motherfucker's taxes. What kind of shit is that?
And then what they won't mention is that the shit was paid. Like that.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Even if it wasn't paid, why is he guys talking about it?
Yo, back to the question, yo. As far as Tank, as far as the Tank deal, Tank doesn't really care about what we think. He really doesn't. He doesn't care about legacy. Tank is interested in the MONEY, money. Period. That's why he's moving like he's doing, because at the end of the day,
he's telling y'all that he's not saying he chasing.
Exactly. He doesn't care. He's doing the Money Mayweather. He skipped over the pretty boy stage and went straight to the Money Mayweather, and that's what a lot of these guys are doing. No pretty boy stage. All of them want to skip straight to the Money Mayweather era. Tank don't care about what we think. We can sit up here and argue all day long. He don't care about Shakur. He don't care about Devin Haney, because at the end of the day, if he beats Shakur or Devin Haney, we'll put somebody else out there. As boxing fans, we're never satisfied until you lose. And we'll try to, and eventually he will lose. He hang around the game long enough, he'll get knocked out. Just like all our great fighters. You hang around long enough, somebody gonna put you to sleep. And it is what. And I think boxers know that they only have a limited time. And Tank tells us right now, he don't like running, he don't like sparring, he don't like training. And when a guy gets like that,
Who said that?
He did.
He never said that. He said he don't
Yes, he did. No,
I didn't hear him say that. When they asked him about the
hold
training,
on one second. Just being around boxing my whole life, when guys boxers start talking like that, he's saying he's already telling he's thinking about retiring already.
So you putting words in his mouth.
Boxing? No, I'm not putting words in there. I'm just basing on experience, bro. Just hold on for 1 second, man. Then you can go back. I'm gonna go back in the background and y'all can have it. I don't talk that much. I'm basing on experience. He's always talking about retiring. Boxing training is hard. He talked about putting his body through punishment. He talked about he's tired of the grueling training. He also referenced Lomachenko. He said, we've been doing this all our life. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of sparring. I'm tired of getting hit. I'm tired of doing sit-ups. I'm tired of cutting weight. He said it without in so many words. But I'm done.
I mean, he implied that.
He did imply. He said I've been doing this all my life. He said I'm getting burnt out. My body's breaking down. That's what he said.
Shout out to Gregory Quarterbomb with the $5 in the super chat. He says, greeting 2 cents in chat. This is for my drink. Shout out, Mr. Greg. Appreciate you.
Let me answer the question. And I'm going to legitimately answer the question. The walls are closing down. This is why I say he's ducking. The walls are closing down. There's no more easy fights. The man is still talking about fighting freaking Garcia again. Look, there's nothing easy. The man even said, listen, I get nervous and all this mental stuff. He gets nervous. Now just imagine getting nervous in there against a Shakur or a Keyshawn. It's to the point where Amazon or whoever his handlers are basically telling them there's no more easy fights, bro. You're gonna have to fight the best competition. And he's already said he's nervous. So that's where I'm getting at that. And that's why he's changed his tune on Shakur. He's like, oh, well, what has he done? Because he doesn't want to fight Shakur. Obviously, if you're got one or
Bro,
two
what are
fights
you
left,
even talking about? When did
Shakur.
he say he
You know
nervous?
But how
Shakur.
can you say? But this the
When
thing.
did
How
he
the
say
fuck
he
He
can
was
you
said
say
I'm
that?
nervous?
nervous.
What are you talking about?
He didn't
Kobe
say
No,
that.
Bryant said
because
he got nervous
all
before every
fighters
game.
all fighters
Did
get
he say
nervous
I'm
when they enter the
nervous?
ring.
Kobe Bryant said he got nervous
That nigga
before
ain't
every
never
Okay,
game.
been nervous.
but Kobe
Yeah.
went out there and said he still want to play in Game 7, right? He didn't say I don't want to fight the best competition. None of them said
Never
that.
did Tank say that.
That's
Never
why I'm
did
saying.
Tank say that.
Okay, he just said he didn't want to fight Shakur, right? He ain't done
He
nothing.
didn't
Am I
say that,
right?
bro.
He didn't say that.
No.
Okay, so what did he say
He
when
said
they
he
asked him?
said he
Didn't
When they
said
fight
those
asked him,
though.
"Are you
fights.
going to fight Shakur?" What did he say? Go ahead, Paige. Tell me what he said then.
You said what? He said that he'd be both of their ass, and those fights could still happen.
Nah,
When
he
did he say
said, "What
that?
has he done?"
When did
Yeah,
he say
yeah,
that,
Basically,
yeah.
asking
Paige?
what.
I'm
Hey, Fool, you
talking
have to
When
say
about
the
the
did he
whole
first.
thing.
That's
You
you.
can't just
That's
say
I'm
what
part of
talking
it.
Canelo
about the
says.
first press
You have to say the
conference,
whole
bro.
thing.
Okay, that's the Canelo playbook. What has he
No, I'm
done?
Yeah.
asking you. No, Paige. I didn't hear him say that. All I heard him say was, "What has Shakur done?" Basically saying that Shakur ain't done enough to even earn a fight with him. And you
Terrence,
can't explain that, Paige.
Terrence,
You can't
The nigga
explain that.
don't
That's
look.
Canelo
Cause
Terrence,
the
talk.
nigga
That's
don't
So
look
Canelo
how he
you
talk.
used
gonna
to
say that?
look,
Terrence,
bro.
Terrence,
The
hold
nigga
up, hold
don't
up.
look how he used to look, bro. The nigga was a dog at 26 and 30, bro. After when he
That's a
got to
bad look.
35, he became a whole different other nigga, bro.
That's a
You ain't
bad
gonna.
look. That's a
Okay,
team bad. You can't say shit
so
like that
Paige,
and
you okay
defend
That
with
is
that,
somebody like
Paige?
that.
that's
Paige, you
crazy.
okay with
Paige.
that?
You know you don't
As a
believe
Paige
that.
said, no, wait, hold on. Paige, you okay with that? With
Hey,
him
can
saying
y'all
that?
hear me? Can y'all hear me? Listen, paid in full, real quick. I'm going to take you out the studio, but come right back because I'm trying to switch my devices and the thing
Go
is
ahead, go
full.
ahead.
All right, y'a go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question then, if you guys are done with that. So when it comes to the whole, why I think that Tank is actually waiting to fight Shakur, I don't know if he's gonna retire before fighting him or not, but I do think it's like sort of like they're doing it strategically to put Shakur at the end. The reason being is one, Shakur's style. And I keep saying, no matter what people think, no matter if you think his style is boring, like it's not exciting, he doesn't fight enough with his style, it's a danger for Tank style.
Hey, is my
Stylistically,
mic working?
huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
your
Okay,
mic,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
working.
your mic.
It's working.
yeah. I'm gonna hop in
Stylistically,
next because I got to get off.
okay. Stylistically, Shakur style, no matter how boring you think it is an issue for Tank's style in particular. And
It's
you
not.
heard Coach Calvin allude to this. You heard Tank allude to this. Tank himself said that when he fights Shakur, he has to approach that fight differently. Coach Calvin said, if we fight Shakur, he's not going to let us do what we want to do. It's a different, and they
He
never
did
said
say
that.
that.
Paid in full, come back.
And they
Paid in
never
full.
said that about
He
any
did say
fighter
that.
else. Yes,
He
they never
absolutely
said
did.
that about any other fighter but Shakur. Maybe
Can
Shakur
y'all
and
hear
Devin
me?
can go. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Calvin and Tank has never said that about any other fighter besides Shakur and Devin. They will have to approach that fight differently because their style is a polar opposite to Shakur to Tank style. And just stylistically looking at it, it's a complexity for Tank style. Tank style works better with people who are more pressure, more coming forward. Somebody like Shakur who's able to not even do that, to even stink out the fight, make the fight very boring. It makes it very complicated for Tank style to work.
But
All right,
but
I'm
the
gonna
thing
say
about
this.
thing about
Let
Shakur,
me hop
Shakur's
in because
gonna
I'm
lose
about to
that
get off. I'm
fight.
about
But
to get
hold
off.
He's
on.
gonna
Let me
lose.
ask boxing hacker. Boxing hacker. What is Tank style, boxing hacker?
That's what I was gonna ask at the.
So Tank style is more of a boxer puncher counter style, right?
Counter
So
puncher.
he's a counter puncher and he's a boxer puncher, right? So Tank's Tank's best attributes is the fact that he knows how to time shots. He knows how to time shots when he repeats stuff. He knows how to time shots and he knows how to work off leverage.
Hold
However,
on,
the
y'all. We got
problem is,
Slick in the building. What up, Slick? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
No, I'm about
What's
to run
up?
out of time.
What Hacker was just saying, I just feel like people don't like really understand Like when Calvin said that, he said how I interpreted, because I can understand, how my people speak, is like, why are we going to a Shakur fight? Fucking Tank just fresh out of jail. He can't move how he want to do. We can't have a real training camp how he want to. We can't do what we want to do. He not saying in the ring. He's saying
No, he was talking
the
about the ring.
training
No, he
camp.
was
That's
talking. He
how I
said that.
interpreted it.
No,
He was talking directly
no,
about the
no,
But
ring.
yeah,
no. That's
He
not what
said
he
the
was
court
saying.
is not gonna
That's
let us
not
do
what
what
he's
we want to
saying.
that's
do.
you feel me?
Bro,
Because
He don't even
Cam was
get his
pushing for
words out, bro.
Pitbull, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
pushing for Pitbull instead.
Yeah,
That's why
Calvin. Yeah,
he wanted
Calvin.
Pitbull too.
but
When
but
you're
let me say
Let's
why I
not let's
told
when
you
you're
not
that,
close
bro.
to
let's
the
not get it
I'm not trying to
twisted.
debate that
Man,
point.
Let him talk.
Well,
Let
don't
him
make
talk.
excuses. Making
Hey, y'all,
excuses.
will
Right, right,
somebody come
right.
up here and let them get
I
their
ain't on
two
the
cents off
fan
when it's
boy
their
shit.
turn?
okay, good.
But
Yeah,
I
it
feel
sounds
like
like H Money up in here, man. All the arguing, man. Come on, y'all. Shout out to H Money,
yeah,
but it
really.
is what it is.
Yeah, them
all
niggas
right. So
do.
I wanna get I feel like I just want to break down boxing business, fight building, and shit talking. So I feel like boxing business, fucking Tank wanted the Haney fight lined up. He went up, he went overweight and then lost. All right, cool. He wanted the Loma shit, duck, and then when niggas approached Shakur, I feel like Shakur saw it was like, all right, boom, this what they talking. I feel like Shakur, he wanted to secure a bag after two lackluster performances. So he like, all right, we can do that in 2025. Like I'm just trying to make it make sense for myself, because Shakur is very very respectful when they bring up Tank in interviews, but he tweet real crazy. So it's like, why would, you know what I'm saying? Because when that shit fell through with Frank Martin, he talked so spicy. But why he not talking spicy with Tank and shit? So I'm like, all right, it just makes sense. He like, all right, let me build my shit up, as Eddie said that he would recommend for him to do, build your shit up, get us a pay to fight, get an other fight, and then the bag with Tank won't be bigger, because that's a big risk fight, no matter how much shit you talk. So that's boxing business. So just like debating all this shit back and forth is like, all right, it's going to happen. Just like, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. And when Tank talking shit, is the context of Shakur, his last performance, niggas was literally walking out the arena in the final rounds. Be like, yo, y'all keep screaming this nigga name. He's not doing shit in his division. You mean, like, it's like, I'm gonna talk shit. Like, I'm not about to, oh yeah, Shakur is a great fight. Like, recently he hasn't been showing shit. He came off a Yoshino fight. Who was Yoshino? Like, we go down the line, next cuz, next cuz, next cuz. So it's like, y'all screaming this nigga name. Like I'm not, like in the context is that's the second question they ask at, like, we at a Lamont Roach press conference, and the second question y'all asked is Shakur, like I mean, so it's like, y'all just gotta put context and shit and just stop, like, you know what I mean, it's like, all right, cool, like, let motherfuckers fight Bill, let
Too
motherfuckers
Facts.
We're
talk
not gonna
shit,
press conference for
and
nothing.
use y'all mind, like, all right, Shakur understand the opportunity. He like, let me build my shit up, because that was the case, niggas had a whole fake fucking fight picture. They had a fake date and everything. So it was like, all right, the talks was something. You
Oh
gotta
man,
use your head.
no.
Like,
Hey,
all
hey,
right,
Yo,
That
we
was
real
a
just gonna
quick.
great
have
job.
I
That
a
was a
told.
great
Hey,
job
hey, I'm gonna
defending
say this
Tank.
on my way out.
I
Let me
applaud.
say
I
this
Yeah,
on
that
my
was a
way
applaud.
out.
serious
Great
defender
job.
tank. Yeah, that
Hey,
was a
hey,
I,
serious
hey,
I,
defender
hold up,
tank.
hold
I think
up.
it's a lot of
Absolutely,
pump
man.
faking
You,
too,
Hey,
though.
you, you you
before
was
we.
right on script.
Oh my
hold
God.
on, we gotta get one at
Yo,
a time, y'all.
yo,
Let
I'm
Tony
trying to
go
leave.
so he
I'm
can
trying to
go.
get off. Let me get this off real fast because I'm about to get off. So this is how I look at it. Tank Davis is a 130-pound fighter masquerading as a 135-pound champion. The bottom line is this: Tank don't want to fight nobody. He ain't never wanted to fight nobody. If you look at 135 where he's been, he let Loma come up behind him, do more than him. He let Devin Haney come up behind him, do more than him. He let Teofimo Lopez come up behind him, do more than him. He let fucking George
do more.
Kambosos come behind him, do more than him.
Let's keep
Now,
in mind that all these
hold on. Let
fighters
me
you
finish.
mentioned in that top
Let me
rank, but
finish
go
real
off.
fast.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah, he
finish
hates
real
Tank
fast.
right now. Go ahead.
Now, on top of it, Keyshawn Davis, who's brand new to fucking boxing, not really, but
Another top
kinda,
ranked fighter.
is about to be a champion in the same division as Tank. The bottom line is he don't want these fights. That's how I
Hold up,
look
can I
at it.
can I
Now, do
respond
the
to the
rest
do
of
Look,
the
more
But I'm about
shit?
to
leadership see
hop
why
look
off.
up
we
the
need
I'm
record
about
for
Tank?
to hop
top
off.
ranked
I
Oh,
gotta
fighter
go.
versus
eloquent.
PBC
Look,
fighter. Top
this
ranked
this
fighters
the same
always
guy.
watch BB,
It's the same guy
PBC
that
fighter.
said
Can I
Katie
It's
tell him.
no, it's night and day.
can I respond to the do more shit? Because it's like I just feel like y'all just gotta admit the level that, like, if Tank constantly knocking niggas out, it's like, all right, you gotta respect the level, because it's like, if Tank fighter Kambosos, fuck you fighting Kambosos for, and y'all applaud,
Facts.
Fighting
y'all praise
Roach.
that win with Devin Haney, y'all like, oh, he went overseas,
Roach
he did
will
this, that, and the third.
destroy
But if
Campbell.
Tank knocked that nigga out, oh, it's Kambosos, Loma knock him out, oh yeah, y'all applaud that shit. or I'm trying to
Maxie,
fight Loma now. Oh,
please.
Loma, why?
So,
Like
bro, basically
y'all moving
saying
the
Tank just need
goalposts
to
every
fight with a
time.
bunch of
I
bums.
just rather y'all acknowledge the
But hey,
level. Like, all
this
right,
what
cool,
y'all
Tank the
y'all
best in the
saying.
division.
This what hold on, let me say this real quick. Every he mentioned is a top ranked
True.
fighter. And as y'all know, Top Rank is not putting their fighters against a PBC fighter unless they know for sure or got a
But one
high
of these great
percentage
performances
chance
niggas
of
is speaking
winning.
of, like they did more. I'm sorry, not to cut
So,
you off.
so
That's what I would
is
like to
Loma
know. Who
still
did more?
with Top Rank? I'm just
Maxie,
figuring out. Is
you
Loma still
watch
with
that
Top
nigga
Rank?
Cambosis.
Yes. Loma's still with Top Rank.
Okay, so why is Tank trying to go after Loma then if he's still with the Top Rank?
There you
He's a
Because
go.
big
y'all said he
fighter.
was ducking.
Because y'all
NAT
telling
A
too,
unifier.
me
stop.
he
NAT,
couldn't make those fights at Top
hold on.
Rank.
NAT too, you know why? Stop acting like that. He is ready to
Why?
cash Loma out. He's ready to cash
Oh,
him
that's what
out.
it is. We always got a reason why.
Yes.
There's always a method to the madness when it comes to Tank.
That's the
That's not
unification.
even
That's the
that's not even
unification
the reason
fight. He
why
fresh
though.
off a knockout. All right,
Unification.
good performance.
Oh, but
I ain't
Shakur
said nothing
isn't.
in a long time.
Shakur
Yeah,
isn't.
that's not even the reason why though.
Shakur isn't. Why do you reach out? Why do you reach out to Shakur first instead
What
of
the fuck
Loma?
is wrong with these niggas,
He
dog?
reached
First
out
of
to
all,
Shakur
What's
after.
wrong with you?
Yo, look.
Because Shakur was leaving Top Rank. In
He was
that
a free agent.
but Shakur
I
was
mean,
still with Top
Shakur
Rank
was
when they was
big, but
negotiating with Loma.
why didn't he reach out? Why didn't he reach
I'm
out
gonna
to
All
tell you
right,
Shakur?
we
Why he
got
was at
Big
Top Rank?
Supreme on the panel. What up, Big Supreme? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Make it a good 2 cents, player.
what I was gonna say to NHA too, because like I ain't gonna lie, like you really hate Tank, bro.
Not just
You
him.
sound
Not just
crazy.
him.
You hate
You really
Shakur.
hate Tank. I
I
ain't gonna
like
lie.
Tank. I fucks with
Yeah,
Tank
you do
hard.
hate on Shakur
I don't
Supreme.
really
You
hate on
do.
Now
Shakur.
you a hater.
Oh, yes, you
I don't.
You a
I
do.
don't.
hater
I don't
for
think I'm
real.
hating.
Let him
Yeah,
finish, yo.
you
Let
do
him
hate on
talk.
Shakur.
I
But go
don't
ahead,
think.
go ahead.
Let Big Supreme
Anyway, so
talk.
look, the reason why Lomachenko and the Tank fight was able to be made, because Lomachenko had an exclusivity deal with ESPN, bro. Y'all always forget to mention that. And we already know next year that ESPN deal, that contract is out the window. It's quiet for that. So now they can actually cross promote or send Lomachenko to PBC or well, how are they gonna do it? It basically get done now. Now I was gonna link something to 2 cents that she could play in regards to Shakur. So my thing is this, right? You got offered $15 million up front for I guess like a 5-fight deal or 3-fight deal, whatever it was. Why would you leave and go to Matchroom, bro? Especially with Lomachenko being able to negotiate with Tank. He pulled out. Top Rank could have still negotiated with Tank and probably put Shakur on. So my thing is like, I just don't get why Tank would be avoiding Shakur, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and my thing with Shakur is when Tank says he hasn't done enough, he won the vacant title at 126. He beat Joet Gonzalez, bro. Joet
Here
Gonzalez is
come
the
the hating. Here
champ.
come the hating.
That's not how's that hate?
It's just sleeping.
All right, so look,
It's about to, yeah, it's
How
about to
come
come
that
out.
doesn't
Joet,
apply to
listen,
Tank when y'all do that to
bro,
Tank,
y'all
though?
gotta let
Let
me
the man
talk,
talk.
bro. The
I'm
Joet
letting
Gonzalez,
you talk. I'm telling him to let you talk, man. Calm your ass down.
I'm not even talking to you, bro.
My bad.
Niggas want to
Yo.
be tough on the internet, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. Listen, go ahead,
It's okay,
2
guys.
cents. Go ahead. I'll feel in the background. I'm gonna send you some 2 cents.
Now go ahead and finish what you're saying, Big Supreme. I want to hear it. Big Supreme, you got to finish, or are you done? I guess he muted out or
So
something.
let me clear this up. Let me clear this up. My bad, Tony. I thought you was talking to me. Also, to whoever said I was trying to be tough on the internet, and I'm never trying to be tough. Nowhere, never. I don't have to try to be tough. But if toughness comes my way, I'm definitely going to meet it with the same energy. Now, I
Real
apologize
talk,
to you,
gang.
Tony, because I didn't know you was talking to me. I thought you was talking to me, bro.
Get your shit off, gang. Go ahead.
Let's just keep it cool. Keep it cool. It's a lot of people trying to hop up on here, man. Y'all got to get here early because it go down over here on 2 Cent
No,
Boxing Live.
I'm gonna back off. The only thing I'm gonna say is this, bro. Tank ain't got much of a style. His style is adjusting to everybody else's style. He ain't afraid to fight. He said he gonna fight, so I'm gonna hold him to that. I don't want to see him fight all these other people. I'd rather see him fight a Shakur. I'd rather see him fight a Tio. I'd rather see him fight a Loma. I'd rather see him fight a Devin Haney. Hell, anybody that y'all say he's scared to fight or is ducking, I want to see it so we can see what really truly happens. Also, I just want to say that these people need to stop hating on these fighters, bro. Let them fighters do what they got to do to get themselves in a position to make the fight, especially when these
Facts.
fighters are your own people. Why do we have this energy towards our own people? And we
Yeah,
don't hold
Facts.
that same energy to
Facts.
other fighters.
that's
I got
true.
a question.
Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Greg that just joined the panel. Mr. Greg, what's your 2 cents? And whoever said they got a question, they could ask their question after Mr. Greg give his 2 cents. What you got for the show?
I'm kind of off topic a little bit, but I wanted to say on this topic, what we're facing and what we're talking about is most of the time fighting or fights that still hasn't happened. But we have a lot of back and forth about who's ducking who's doing what. And we know the business of boxing messes up a lot of these fighters, particularly if they're with another promoter. Tank press conference to me showed the frustration that I think a lot of fighters and fans are having. He's ready to just quit the business because of the business. I mean, he's a superstar in this sport. He trains hard. He's made a lot of money. And now he's starting to see that all of his achievements that he wants to make are being slowed down and hampered because of the business of boxing. So you're seeing his frustration. He's just tired of it. And a lot of fighters don't want to get up and run and be prepared and then got to go through long negotiations 18 months out before they can even get in the ring. And we're talking about a lot of times we're talking about fights that still haven't happened that we want to see happen. And we're blaming one fighter or one promoter when it's the business altogether. And that's one of the things I've started to notice more so, that we are now reflecting the frustration that some of these fighters are feeling. And Tank, the first one to me, who's, has one of the biggest spotlights, is really showing that he's fed up as well. Who's going to change this? I don't know. But I think
so let me ask you, not to cut you off, but let me ask you a question, Mr. Greg, because that's a great point that you're making. It's very interesting what you're saying. People want to compare Tank to Canelo, but Tank is showing the frustration. Do you think that's coming from him not getting the fights that he wants? Like, he wants the Shakurs, he wants this person, that person, versus Canelo, who was like, fuck that, I'm finna fight whoever this person, which is why you don't see that frustration so much from Canelo versus Tank. Like, could Tank be frustrated and ducking like this at the same time? That's what I'm asking.
I don't think he's ducking. I do think he's absolutely frustrated. We're frustrated. So we don't have to get up and train and go through any kind of changes and have to put up with fans, saying things to you and so forth and so on. But he does. And after a while, you just get tired of this stuff because you putting the work in, like I said, from the training. You got business people who are supposed to take care of things for you, and you still not getting the fights. And the fans are not really focusing so much on what your people are doing. They're focusing on the fact that you're not fighting. You hear everybody can go on the internet now. I can say I sent the contract, she sent the contract, he sent the contract, we called, they called, but we still don't see the fights. And yeah, that would frustrate me if I'm getting up at 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock running. I've got to break my body down to build it back up to get prepared, or just at least be in shape, only to still got to go through some mental BS and psychological BS about a fight that doesn't even get made. So yeah, I think you're seeing a lot of that frustration, and I think he sort of expressed that. I think he tried to straddle the fence a little bit. I do not think he's ducking anybody, but I think the business has gotten so convoluted and so complicated that we do more fighting on the internet than they do in the ring. So I think that's really how I'm starting to see what's happening, especially in the divisions. Look how many great fighters or good fighters that are in from 130 to 147.
Let me check this super chat, Mr. Gray. Shout out to Todd Draker for the $5 super chat. They have to agree to fight them too, and not just clout chase. Yeah, they gotta agree to fight them too, and not just clout chase. Shout out to Todd Draker for the $5 super chat.
Yeah. So that's just what my case is. I just think those fights, until these fights happen, we can say whatever we want because we haven't seen the fights yet. We can look at the fights that we have and then try to compare what he would do to this one or what he would do to that one. But until they get that stuff straightened out, and now we gotta wait till next year. So I mean, it's only 1 month left, but we still gotta wait till next year So
Shout out to Big Supreme with the $4.99 in the super chat. He say the whole panel on snack tonight. Shout out Big Supreme.
I just took mine too, Big
Call me the
Supreme.
snack dealer.
I get this
got you.
question
Yeah,
off real
that's
quick.
just my 2 cents.
Go ahead with your question. Go ahead. What's your
All right.
question?
So me, like I go off of like performances. Like I'm at a fight party, and like it's excitement when Tank fight, and get to a knockout. It'll be actually, you feel me? So I just want to know, like, when y'all say these fighters have passed Tank and shit like that, belts aside, because you got to pay to keep belts and everything, and belts just come with good prize fighting. Like this was that's how I look at it. It just comes. So it's like, belts aside, like, what are these performances? He's going to stay on Haney and Shakur that have y'all feel like he has put greater performances on than Tank. Like, I just really want to know, like, where y'all saying he passed. Somebody said that he let such and such pass him.
Somebody was on some
This
hate.
is the problem, right? We making the both arguments. We're saying Tank is frustrated, he can't get the fights, but at the same time, Tank don't give a fuck about getting these fights. Which one is it?
Bro,
I just
No,
need to
I'm
know.
not saying
who
that. I'm
said
talking
that
about
though,
that.
bro?
I think it's
I
both,
just need
bro.
to know.
I think it's both.
I've heard some people on the
Nobody
panel
said
say
he
that.
don't give a fuck about getting the fights. What are you talking
I
about?
did.
And they say you
Y'all
just
said
made
he
that
only
up.
bought the money.
That has nothing to do with what I just
I
asked.
I
said
heard
that.
people saying he's only here for the money, and some people agree with it. So which
That's
one
not
I
the
is it?
said
question.
that.
That's not the
He
question
just
he
there to
asked,
get the
though.
bread, or he actually
That
wants to
wasn't the
fight?
question
He's
he
Who
asked,
frustrated
said
about
they
though.
not
said
getting
that,
fights.
bro?
So
That
answer your
wasn't the
question.
question he asked.
Mike check,
Answer
Mike
your
I'm
check.
talking
question
Who
about
said
directly.
that?
performances. You talking about some horrible
Yeah,
shit, bro.
let me answer your question directly, right? You can't ignore the belts. The belts tell you who the champion of that division is. So who the top dog in the division is. This person's the champion. So you
Just
can't.
because you got the belt don't mean you the top
Right.
dog in the division,
It
boxing
means you're
hacker.
the champion of the division. No matter what people want, how people want to spin it. If you're not a
That's not
champion,
his
you're
question
either a
either.
contender,
That's not answering
you're
his
either a
question either.
contender or a prospect.
That's not
Nah,
And
answering
at
the
the end
nah,
of the day,
That's not answering
you
his
wrong,
question
hacker.
either.
You
Now,
wrong,
They
let's
hacker.
don't
stop
got
it.
no answer. That's
You're
why they
super
That's not
wrong,
deflecting,
answering the
bro.
slick.
question.
no.
Super
Slick, they don't
wrong.
got no answer.
If
That's why they
you're not a
deflecting.
No, I got
champion,
an
you're either a
answer. I
contender
got
or
an
a
answer, but
prospect.
this guy's not.
Hold
This
on.
guy's just
Hold on.
talking about something completely different.
Let me finish real quick. Though. I'll let you guys go. If you're not the champion of the division, you are just a contender or a prospect at that point. Or you can be
That don't
both.
mean you the best though. Just because you're the champion
Bro,
doesn't mean you
Tank
the
That's,
Tank
best.
had the
but,
opportunity to unify
but
with
you're
Loma
considered
and
the
Devin
base
ran for
that's
the
based
division,
on
bro.
ranking.
And then
You're
the Shakur shit is
considered
in
the
the
best
works.
in
So
the
it's
division
like,
based
fuck
on
the
ranking.
belts right now. We
Hold
talking
on.
about
Objective
performances.
ranking.
I can
You
destroy that logic in 10 seconds right there. What you
No,
just said.
no.
Just because
You're
you're the
considered,
champion
if
doesn't mean
somebody
you're the
beats
best.
you, then they're considered the best after that. If somebody's better than you, then when they beat you, then they become the best. That's
No,
how
Boxing
it
sir.
works.
hacker.
I totally disagree. I can destroy that
So
logic in 10 seconds.
wait,
Hold on.
Because
Coach Eddie, hold on, boxing hacker. Hold on, boxing hacker, Coach Eddie. I'm gonna let you go. Boxing hacker. So you telling me George Kambosos was the best at 135?
when he became unified, yes.
Man,
When he
get the
became
fuck
unified,
out,
No,
bro.
no,
Get
yes.
that
no.
nigga
I knew
off
this was
that
He
gonna
shit,
over
come.
with.
bro.
All right, come on. Next
See,
No,
person.
Coach
see,
Eddie,
you
no.
said
go ahead, Coach
boxing. You knew
Eddie.
this was
Hacker.
gonna come.
Hold on. Go ahead, Coach
There might be
Eddie.
somebody better than him.
Go ahead,
There
Coach
might be
Eddie. What you
somebody
was about to
better than
say?
him.
okay,
But just based on ranking,
go
he was
ahead.
the best
Yo,
Go
one.
ahead,
Hacker,
bro.
It's over. Hacker, it's
Nah,
over, bro. It's over.
mute
It's
hacker,
over.
man.
It's over, Hacker.
It was my. Well, I'll
It's
say
called
something.
it's
It's
called
over,
two
bro.
cents
You said
hacker,
Ken
not
Bostis is the
not a
best
bank
at
vault, brother.
135, bro. That's
That's
it.
all we can get in. What we can get in. The thing about it
It's
is,
gonna all
you
come back to
you
Devin Haney.
Because
you can
how
be
I look at it is
you
like, all
can
right,
be.
Haney and Kambosos, they do what they do, whatever. If y'all glorify that fight. I look at whatever the top
I
10
told
grossing
you.
fights, the
They
shit
get
that's actually paying
undisputed in the
motherfuckers,
It's
weight
gonna
class.
come back to
That
Devin
Tank
Haney.
Tank and
When
Ryan.
boxing
You
talks
know what I'm
start,
saying? So I respect that shit more than some
that weight
bullshit
class that
Haney and
Tank and
Kambosos fight
Pennington,
Kambosos'
that
ass,
was
bro. Respectfully.
undisputed in
Hey,
that
bro,
weight
you
class.
said
this is
boxing,
like
you have to
preschool, man.
slow
We
this
got to
down.
share the mic, bro. We got to share, man. I know it's hard for some of you guys, but we got to share this thing, man.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
why
I
gotta
mean, come
can
go.
on,
somebody
bro.
answer my
Got to
question though?
be
Like
equal, man.
I was trying
You
to
know,
answer it, but they went
no,
to something else.
you wasn't trying to. You said some more other shit. I said performances. You talking about some belts. I'm talking about
Well,
performances.
not
Like
me,
what?
not me, not me.
Yeah, he's
Nobody
talking.
got an answer. All right, that's all. I could just fall
Shout
back.
out to Thomas Hill for the $5 in the super chat. He say apologies for the outburst, 2 cents in Tony's reviews. Appreciate the support to the channel, Thomas Hill. Thank you for coming up on the panel and giving your 2 cents. It's greatly appreciated. All right, y'all go ahead.
No, nobody got an answer. I'm waiting
What
for
was
one of
the
I
y'all
try to
niggas to
question?
come
Yeah,
answer
up
it,
with
yeah.
but
like,
they
Okay, the casuals they want the knockout. knockouts. Yeah, the casuals be at the parties and shit. The hardcore fans just want the best fighting the
Yeah, and they
best.
had performance
Want the
though.
number one and two fight each other.
The performance never had
I
a
love
knockout. Great
technical
performances
boxing.
have that knockout because
I
Floyd
love
Floyd had a lot of great
I
performances without a knockout.
I understand that. Shakur is a great technical fighter. I appreciate that. Tank is a great technical fighter. I appreciate that. What I appreciate even more is when the one and two in the division go at it. I don't give a fuck about the sideshow, about the I just want to see Tank knock somebody out. I don't want to see Tank knocking out a fucking
Accountable for it.
130 pounder. I don't care about all that.
But
Just
y'all
like I
don't
don't
even
care
hold
about
that person
I don't care
accountable
about
for that
Shakur.
shit.
I don't care about Shakur fighting Schofield before y'all even getting that. That fight is trash too.
But if Tank was
I
fighting him, would you
want
care?
Yeah, what is this guy talking? Like,
Tank
listen,
fight
man, you
who?
gotta fight guys. He's a top guy. Schofield's a top guy, so you gotta fight him.
Who
Cepeda's a
said that
top
nigga?
guy,
The
so
He
you
gonna
nigga
have
gotta
to
ain't
fight
fight him.
how is
somebody
he
that
a
just
top
All
did
these
first
other
guy?
12
guys, they're
round
all
then.
top guys. You gotta fight Lomachenko.
A
He's a
top
top
I'm
guy.
no,
You
not.
he
gotta
don't have
fight
to
him.
fight.
I'm
He
not.
don't
I'm
know.
not knocking and
Listen,
fighting
you
him,
only
but
want
I'm
to
gonna
see
call it
Tank
what it
fight.
is.
Cepeda,
The fight is
yes.
trash.
Schofield,
Listen,
no.
else.
Cause
It's
somebody
How
other
the
Cepeda,
said
guys
fuck
that
is
yes.
don't
beforehand.
Schofield
have.
a
Schofield,
top
There's a
no.
fighter?
guy
The
named
nigga only
One
Borincic.
had
mic, one
one
mic,
12
one
round
mic,
fight.
one mic.
There's a guy named Borincic in the division. He's a top guy. If Tank
Who?
says I want to fight this guy, that's a good fight. Y'all
But
can't just be like, oh, I only want to see Tank versus Shakur. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's unrealistic. And then after he fights Shakur, then what? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All these
Exactly,
guys.
VA Money Group. Exactly. Then what, y'all?
That's what
The
I'm
man
saying.
People
say
Like
he
move the
gonna
fuck
fight him
up.
next
Mario
year.
Move
said,
up.
like the
Golly.
Move
Mario said.
up. And
the nigga
like
don't
all the
want to
other
go to one.
greats.
He already said he
This
don't
is
want to
so
go to
All right,
unrealistic.
then
148. Why is he trying to
retire.
move
Then
up?
retire. There you
Tired of
go.
what?
If the
I
nigga
said
ain't comfortable at
retire.
140, why the fuck would he keep going up to
So
140 if
so
he not
I
NHA,
comfortable?
who
don't
are
want to
your
hear this
favorite?
five
Hold
five
on, hold
shit.
on. NHA, who are your favorite fighters?
Terrence King Bud Crawford.
King is crazy, bro. That's
No, ain't
So
crazy at all.
you
blazing.
talking about Tank and
Who
Terrence Crawford
was?
your favorite fighter, bro?
Exactly.
What you mean? I mean, I can't like Tank and Terrence Crawford. I'm a
No, I'm
fan of
saying the
boxing.
way
You
you
asked me my
complaining
favorite.
about Tank competition, you going this hard about who Crawford was fighting?
Exactly.
What you mean? What you compared to Tank?
What you know? You heard the
Yeah.
question.
Crawford
Did you hear that
undisputed
interview
in
with the
two weight
nigga was
class.
fighting Mean
In three,
Machine?
Crawford
Bro, nigga,
undisputed two weight
every
class.
time
What
you
we
bring
talking
up like
about?
competition, niggas
With
bring up
Ndongo.
belts,
With
bro.
Ndongo.
What you mean? What you mean, bro?
What I
I'm
And
saying
Tank
mean
you
fans
didn't
be
is
have an
careful.
issue with
Name
the
one
Tank fans
level
be
of
niggas
careful
ain't
when you go
fighter
down
on
this
the
competing at the
caliber of
alley.
same
Spence.
level.
Name one
You
fighter
really
the caliber
respect
of
the
Spence
win, but it's like, all right, yeah,
hold up, bro,
competition,
chill.
resume. Oh,
Tell
oh,
me
you got this
one
belt, you got this
fighter the
belt, bro.
caliber of
Like
Spence
names,
on.
like we go off
Give me
names.
one
That's how
fighter.
I go. I
I'm
go
giving
off
you a name.
names, like real
I'm giving
names,
you a
no
name.
threats.
I'm
Tank,
not.
Tank
Name me
What
fans
one
be
about the
careful
people
about
fighter
he?
this. Be
the
Hold
careful
caliber
on,
with
of
this.
Spence
NHA,
on Tank's
NHA. You
resume.
jumping all the way to Spence. That's his last fight. What about the other fighters he fought before that?
Give me one fighter of Sean Porter's caliber
Sean
on
Porter was
Spence
at
Tank.
he
Come
was
on.
damn near out of the
This
door.
Man,
He
this
had
Oh
Sean
what
my
they
one
Porter was
God,
talking
here we
about.
punishment.
retired,
go.
This
bro.
Not
what
Get the
Sean
fuck
they
out of
Porter.
talking
here.
about.
But yeah,
These
but
dudes
yeah,
don't
but yeah,
even
you
know what the
about
fuck they talking
yeah,
about.
y'all about to be happy with him fighting Loma, who literally said, "I'm about to fucking retire." Come on,
Yeah,
y'all
that's true.
sound
That's true
y'all
too.
sound
Oh,
That's
exactly.
Loma
true
So
really
too.
just came
exactly.
out,
So
though.
then, shut up, then. NHA. What are we talking about then?
I ain't got
You
no
gonna
problem
bring
with
up
him fucking
Sean
Shakur.
Porter?
I'm not downplaying Sean Porter. The man just downplayed Sean Porter, but yeah, he supported Tank fighting Lomachenko, who literally said, "I'm
But
about to retire."
everybody knew that. But everybody knew that Sean Porter
But
had one
but
foot out of the door
Lomachenko hadn't been
Oh
out
my
the ring
God,
450 days coming off a hip surgery. What are we talking about?
and the nigga wasn't even a
Lomachenko
champion in that
Lomachenko done
division.
lost two. Lomachenko done lost about what? How many? Two of his last four fights.
But it's still a big fight, bro.
It's a big fight. Yeah, I get it. It's a big fight.
This dude don't
Like
Is
even
Loma
talk.
a
Cool.
champion? Is Loma a champion? And ain't y'all on here
Yeah,
crying
he
about
beat
belts? But when he want about to
he
fight a
beat
fighter with a belt, y'all got
he
a
beat
whole nother
Cambosos
excuse
though.
about
You
why
just
that fight
clowning
not good enough.
Cambosos.
Hold
right,
on,
he
stop
knocked the
talking
nigga.
over me, NHA.
He
Stop
got the
talking
belt
over
from
me.
Cambosos though.
Stop
Go ahead,
talking
my
over
fault, my
me,
fault.
NHA. NHA. Y'all on here crying about Tank fighting somebody with a belt. And the moment he about to fight someone with a belt, try to fight somebody with a belt, now all of a sudden he and about to retire and all this other stuff. He wasn't about to retire before Tank started negotiating with him. What do we y'all act like he said he about to retire and then Tank sent him a contract? That is not what happened.
Right, because he damn sure didn't say that after he
I
filed
only
for
made that
divorce.
comparison, man, when people try to downplay Sean Porter
Yeah,
for Bud.
he was
Because
defending
Sean
Bud
Porter
resume.
had been out of the ring 450 something days and coming off of a hip surgery. surgery. He had just lost to Earl Spence. He was no longer no damn champion. So what are we talking about?
And
It's completely different.
Loma just came off losing like 2 of his
Loma
last
just
Yeah,
4
came
Loma
fights.
off
just
a
came off a
stoppage
knockout win,
win.
bro. Stop it.
Of
Stoppage.
Cambosos, who's a
It
bum.
doesn't
Y'all just
No,
said
matter.
he's
now
a bum.
Cambosa's a bum. Now
That's the
Cambosa's a
You
bum.
that's the
just
same Cambosis that
you
Devin
just
Haney
said
went
that.
24 rounds with. It
Hold on,
didn't
hold on,
stop.
hold on. We just asked the panel if Camboso was the biggest man in biggest guy at 135 when he was undisputed. To clown Cambosos. You can't prop him up now.
I'm not
Because
talking about.
Lomachenko beat
I'm
him.
just trying to make a point.
Lomachenko's
I'm just trying to
trash.
make a point.
Not Lomachenko. Kambosos trash.
So why Shakur trying to fight him?
Hold on, hold on,
Exactly.
hold on.
And
I'm not gonna say
that was a
Hey,
trash
Tank.
fight
Hey,
for
I just want
Shakur.
to
Why
say,
Shakur
Tank
trying to
fans.
fight Kambosos then, bro?
Tank fans, you guys need to realize that Tank the other day was down playing Shakur's thing,
Why
saying he
y'all
didn't fight
talking about
nobody either.
Tank, bro? I'm talking about
Let me
Shakur
finish.
trying to fight Kambosos, bro.
Let me finish. Don't. You guys, we can't use this. We're both going in circles with all this. Who's not fighting this? Who's not fighting this person? This
So
guy's a
Shakur
bum.
didn't
This
try to fight
resume is no
Kambosos,
good,
bro?
huh?
So Shakur didn't try to fight Kambosos?
We're not talking about.
That would
You
have
guys
been
just
a
hear what I just
trash
said.
fight, Supreme. Is that what you want? I would have clowned Shakur for that. That's the difference between me and you. You would have gave Tank his prop
This nigga
for
said
fighting
trash.
Cambosos.
The fuck?
I don't think he's on me,
NHA,
bro.
stop it, bro.
He be
Stop it,
saying
bro.
anything, bro. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
this
lie.
You
nigga really
trolling
can't
Yo,
take
you
NHA.
be
You
nothing.
saying
trolling,
anything, I
bro.
swear to God. Like,
No,
You
you
what you
be
trolling
saying
mean?
NHA.
anything,
You
yo. What's wrong
trolling
with you?
today. You
Yo, Tank
trolling
can't
today.
do nothing wrong in Supreme's eyes.
It ain't nobody.
I ain't
It
gonna
ain't
lie, you
nobody
got me
trying, bro.
fucked
We
up,
don't
bro.
hold a nigga
I
to the
be,
same standards. We
yo,
just
bro,
don't go as
you
hard
must
as
not
y'all
know, bro. I
niggas
be
go.
criticizing Tank all the time, bro.
That's the only issue.
I
Like
don't know.
Am I
y'all
I
niggas.
lying? Am I
can't. I
lying? Am
can't
I lying,
tell.
This the
boxing hacker?
thing.
I don't criticize Tank on boxing hacker.
You criticize him, yeah. I mean, you don't criticize probably as much as I do, but you do
Of
criticize him.
course not, cause you Haney squad, nigga.
No, I don't
Hello,
know.
hello.
I didn't
Yeah,
Hey,
define
man.
mic check,
him.
mic check.
Like, what you mean?
I'm just talking. Yo, Tank is a great fighter, but he had up to now he hasn't fought a current champion in
Yo,
his
yo,
own
yo, yo.
division, and that's the reality of things.
Nah, but
He has
this
not.
is what
He
I
has
don't
yet
like
to
what y'all
fight.
do, right? Because look at Shakur. Who was he fought at
See, here
135?
we
What
go.
champion?
Yeah,
Here we go.
Here we
What
Here we
go.
go.
champion had
I
who
just
did
talked
Shakur
Tank
about
fought
fight?
at
this.
135,
Who
bro?
is
Here we
Lamont?
go.
Who's
And
Lamont
then
Roach fought at
it goes back. There you
135?
go. Who did Tank
Who did
fight?
fight at
Who
135?
did
I'm
Tank
just
Tank
thing, I
fight?
saying.
guess
did.
What
me,
this
Who
is the
who did
This
same
my
Lamont?
thing.
only
Hey
issue.
Supreme, who did
Hey,
Lamont
hey,
Roach fight at 135?
hey, this my
It's a
only
dude.
issue
Shakur only
though,
had 3
bro.
fights at 135. He already had
Yeah,
It
a
that
be
sounds
like
champion.
this.
crazy.
Like you could see a Tank fighting a champion, but then Shakur could bring up a nigga from 130, and y'all niggas don't have that same energy, bro. Why y'all not asking that nigga to
Now
go
my
after
question
some
I
is
don't know
this,
champions
who
right?
you got.
though?
I don't know who you
At
talking
135
about.
the Tank fight. What
Yo,
current
Willie, yo,
champion
Willie.
at
Niggas is
135
talking
the
to
Tank
hacker,
fight?
bro. Like anytime we mention Shakur, you get mad, like flustered, bro.
Who you
I'm
talking
talking to
to?
hacker. I'm using hacker's logic, bro. By hacker's logic, he's saying that Tank has only 4 contenders. Then you look at
Most,
Shakur.
yeah.
Who is he for?
That
Who
was
has
He,
it.
Tank fight? You gonna
he,
put
Cause
it
he
in
was
that
Tank
good at
sucked.
fight at
situation? Who has
Okay,
Tank
135.
fight?
I get what you're saying. I get what
He
you're
was
saying,
good
You
man.
at
understand
fight
what
at
I'm saying?
130.
Yo,
He
you
beat
know
my
what?
Vargas
my
and
thing
Hair.
is
Santos wasn't a
He beat
champion.
Vargas and Hair at
And
130. He
the crazy
Artem
shit
wasn't a
is,
champion. Like these niggas ain't
Tank.
champions, bro.
and the crazy
fought
part is,
Lemieux for
boxing
his
hacker not
title.
even no Shakur fan. That nigga just want to be up here arguing for
No,
motherfuckers.
no, no, no. It's just reality, man. It's
Reality.
a
It's
reality
Tank.
check.
Nah,
Look,
nah, nah. But
look,
Tank is
Shakur has
definitely
3
more
fights at
decorated at
135.
135 than Shakur.
He's a super
That's
champion.
no argument. But he's been
Yo,
there.
No, that's
How
not an
long
argument.
Shakur,
now?
That's not an argument. But it's
Shakur
the
has
way they
3 fights at
downplay
135.
people's
And he's a
resumes.
super
No, I ain't
champion.
even
Nah,
down
my
playing
that
Coleman
my
too. I
thing
get
resume.
that
is
too, big dog.
I'm
my
just
thing is
saying,
people
bro.
try to
Like,
leave
who
the
the fuck did this
context
nigga
out
fight?
of when the opportunity was for Tank to fight Haney. Haney moved into the division, and then Loma could have fought Tank too, and then Loma he taking time off. That's 2 champions right there that could have been made. So it's like, oh, he hasn't done it. He's been trying to
That's
do it.
not true. That's not true. He,
How
Tank,
you gonna say that's not true, bro? When that's actually that what
wait.
happened.
Haney has been inside the 130 since he was 17 years old. He's
Who?
been there since he was Devin Haney.
He
He's been there since he was
That nigga
17
never
years
was at
old.
130, bro. How you a
he
I
was
Haney
mean,
never
fighter
at
135.
130.
Hey,
What are
hey,
you
Big
talking about?
He
Supreme,
was
co-host the
135 since
show
he was
real quick. I'm gonna
17.
step away for a minute or two.
All right.
And Tank wasn't a man. He wasn't his mandatory because people always want to get really technical. But he wasn't a man. He had the opportunity to enforce a mandatory position against
That's
Devin
a
Haney.
lie, hacker.
Right.
That's a
He
lie,
did.
bro. You
He
keep
did.
saying
I
that
can
shit, bro.
prove
You
it.
done got
I
killed
can
on
prove
that
it.
same
I
narrative
can
like
prove
3 or
it.
4 times. You
Devin
keep
Haney was
saying that shit.
undisputed. Tank had a WBA regular. He could
Bro,
for
a mandatory
Hacker, I think you got that same
yes,
excuse,
After
The
the
bro.
Haney
super
fought
didn't
that's what
have
I'm
Loma,
saying.
that's why
mandatories.
Tank
That's
put out the
The
$100%.
video. Was
super
like,
didn't
damn, they
have
said they going to
mandatories.
The
140,
Super
bro.
doesn't have
The
That's
mandatory.
Supreme.
Yes,
Let
they
but
was
the
ready to
can I
regular
get
put
a
the fight
does.
together. That's
Regular,
crazy.
Supreme,
but
you
That's
knew
hold
he
on,
was
all
going.
over
You
hold
the
on,
knew
internet.
Don.
Like,
One
all
at
right,
a
Yeah,
time,
cool.
fellas.
regular.
Like,
One at a
you know,
time.
Supreme. You
boxing
knew he was
business.
going to go to
No,
Devin Haney.
Now is the
You
time to
knew
make the
this was going to
fight.
go to Devin Haney.
Nah, I
You
know why I asked
no,
this nigga anything.
no, no. Tank him to be a regular. He could push for a mandatory position. Yes, he could.
No, he can't,
Hey,
bro.
Bro,
Yes,
this
he
nigga,
can.
Super
he
Tank
just
got
Super
those
rolled up
guard
his
has
shot,
it.
mandatories,
bro.
bro.
Kevin has supers, right?
Listen, Hacker. When
No
you go
matter
to the
how many
big
times the
champs,
nigga wrong, he want to
you
keep
gotta
saying that
Google it,
shit.
bro.
Hacker, he never could
Super
have
champions
petitioned to
do
be a
not
Oh my
have
mandatory.
goodness.
mandatories, bro.
He
It
was
was
fighting the mandatories. He had the belt that was
The
defending the
WBA regular
mandatory.
belt that y'all call it, they have the mandatories. The super champions
Super
have no mandatories. For Tank to
exactly.
enforce his mandatory, it's like an 18-month, 24-month time frame. Then why would Tank do that? Because he's gonna get like a 30% split. When everybody coming to see Tank, bro, that makes no
That was
sense.
just one time though. Even when Loma got elevated to franchise, Tank had an opportunity then as well. When when Devin
Yeah, I
got
ain't gonna lie, I can fuck all that. We talking about
You
Shakur,
guys
bro.
fall for it
you know
every
I'm
single time.
you
And you know
know
he's gonna bring up
Not
Devin
like that,
Haney.
bro.
Can I
You know
say
he's gonna
this
bring up
one
Devin
thing
Haney
about
you
I'm
know
not
every
talking
about
about
single
Devin
Devin
Haney?
Haney. We're
time.
not talking about
Devin
Haney
Haney
right now. We
until
talking
he
about
come out
Shakur.
with
Yo,
another
I'm
fight,
just
Let
saying
me
bro.
this.
just say
I don't
this
even
one
think
thing
No,
about
no, it's
Haney.
about
Never
having.
chance to
Devin,
fight
bro.
Devin is not true. Devin been in that weight class for
There
years.
never was a time, bro, when
There
Haney
was.
wanted to fight Tyke,
Oh
and
my
there was
God.
never a time where that fight
Yes,
at 135 would have been even competitive. When it was
yes.
time where they could have.
We know that.
No,
He
you have
was
to
already
start
past the
figuring that out.
size of that
You
division. He
don't.
couldn't fight there no more, man. You saw that in the first Kambosos fight, bro.
Yeah,
It's just
but
Kambosos is
Devin
such
made weight.
garbage that he was able to
Haney's
pull that
card is
off.
crazy.
Devin made weight.
Nobody is finna let
Never,
no
he
motherfucking
never dropped.
nobody is
He's
finna
not
let
saying he didn't drop
motherfucking
a belt
Devin.
on
If we
scale.
at 135, if we at 135, motherfuckers is not finna let no fucking Devin Haney come in and win 160 to 165, bro. Knock that shit off, bro.
Yeah, 135. You know
That's a
Devin.
fucking middleweight, my
Why
nigga.
he coming in the ring as a super middleweight, bro?
You
What
gotta
He
be
you
on
killing me.
he did that
Guess
shit on
what?
Genetics.
multiple occasions, bro.
Guess what?
Genetics.
What you mean?
Guess what?
He's Hanos. He got to come in like that.
And why
Yo,
would
how
you
Hey,
you weigh
think
fool. Hey,
that,
178
you
at
know.
bro?
135
Hey,
and you don't even get a knockdown?
You made weight.
Hey, you knew he was gonna bring it out
That's
this
what
rabbit
matters.
hole. Why you?
Y'all laugh at Devin, but guess what? Tank is the only person
No,
between Tank
no.
and
We
Devin.
laugh at you. You always bring up Devin. We're talking about Shakur and Tank,
We
and
talking
The
about
Devin
fighters
comes
Shakur
dropped
into
Tank,
it.
bro.
down,
That's it, bro.
not Devin. The person you said that's a big Tank was the one who dropped
Hacker,
him.
do you believe
He
that?
stand the
Do,
second.
do you
Heck,
believe that
I
Kambosos?
told you what Devin Homer got to be, man. Before we talk about Devin, he got to
Hey, can
get
y'all
that
hear
get back
me?
from
Can
Rock.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can't
Yeah,
hear you,
Because
Shanique.
yeah.
the one thing that nobody want to keep saying is that every time somebody get up here and mention all these fighters Tank didn't fight, they all was at top rank. So we don't see what's going on with that.
I gotta
You
say
said
you
what?
breaking up. Say that one more time.
Yeah, we can understand.
The fighters that we're saying that we want to see Tank fight are over at top rank. Do you not see where the issue is?
Yeah,
No,
we
So
see
because
is
where the
Tank
issue
Loma
is
is.
about to
though.
fight
Yeah,
number
and
two.
then
So
they
So
say, and
Tank
then
is
they
about to
sit
fight.
there
Fights will
and
be made
say,
like he was
Shakur,
about to make a
Shakur,
super fight.
Here comes
just like
Devin.
Big,
Here
just
comes
like
Devin
Big
again.
Supreme said, just like
Shakur
Big
should
Supreme
also
said.
disprove it.
Just like Big
Shakur should
Supreme
also.
said, when motherfuckers, it seems like they always tell half of the fucking story, but they ain't gonna say how fucking Top Rank had an in-house tournament to where Tank wasn't even able to even fight any of them niggas.
Tank
Due to
wanted to fight him.
It's the same shit
because
PBC
Top
had
Rank
for
had
Bud.
full control of the
Y'all keep making
division,
all these
bro.
scenarios. What fights did Tank actually want to fight? Tank said himself that he never asked for a mega fight. What fights do y'all know Tank wanted to fight they couldn't make?
Nigga, the nigga was in the building stages, bro. Every fucking fighter go through that.
Oh
What are
my
you
God.
talking about?
You keep saying that Tank wanted to do all these things, but he never got a chance. What did he want to do? What did Tank actually say that he wanted to do and he never got a chance to do?
That's irrelevant, man. That's irrelevant.
Yeah,
Even if you
nobody
Then
cares
want
why
about
to
bring
that,
it
or
up?
bro.
make a
Why say
fight,
it if
bro.
it's not true? Why bring it
My
up and say
nigga,
that?
Hacker do got a
Nigga, because
point
of the
though.
dumbass shit that you
Why
keep
bring it
saying,
up?
bro.
Don't bring it up then.
But to Hacker's point, he does have a point.
Yeah, I
Tank's
see what
always
you're
told
saying.
you. He always told you. He always
I
told
hold
you he
No, he
don't
doesn't
care
have a
about the
Tank
point. He
when he
belts.
doesn't
said,
have a
"All right,
point,
I'm in
man.
control of my
Care about
fights
him.
now." Past the Ryan Garcia fight, that's when he had them
Yo,
None of
answers.
them
can I go?
niggas,
Can I go on the
That's when he
rant
put
real
Tank
quick?
himself
said
as a
his
top
team
fighter.
says it.
bro. No, none of them niggas, anybody that was in Tank position wouldn't give a fuck about no fucking belt, bro. They wouldn't give a fuck about
Yeah, I
that.
don't care about no belts, man.
Which is cool.
And then
Right, Walker. I don't know
how
what
did
made you say that.
respectfully?
You don't care about belts.
Half of them niggas that we talking about, Shakur, all them niggas, bro, they wouldn't give a fuck about no damn accolades. They only get accolades just so they can make it to the fucking money. Once they get the money, they don't give
And,
a fuck about legacy.
That's
Period.
and,
not.
But
and,
That's
yeah,
not.
like
and
That's
you
not.
like
That's
like
and
not
like
you ain't
like
lied
true.
about
as
that.
That's not
champions
entirely
right
That's
now,
why
true.
they call him
if
for
they want to be
Tank
the
right there because of the money.
fighter in the sport, they would
This
say,
shit called
"Yeah,
prize
fuck the
fighting for a
belts.
fucking
They
reason.
fighting for money.
Yeah, but you still have
Fuck them.
legacy to
Like they
go
just
along
fighting
with.
for money at the end of the day, bro."
That's why they need to consolidate the belts. It should just be one belt.
So I
And then
agree
you
with
That's
that
what
came up with
Bobby
too.
this
do,
shit
I
that's
bro.
trying
definitely
to
agree
I
with
don't
go
know
that.
about
try to
that.
hold all this
Good luck
glory
to
to the
that
belts.
ever
Like that
Yeah,
shit
let's
happening
go
right
be too
now.
hard to
I'm
do
not
that,
really
bro.
studying that shit.
Motherfuckers
If it
want
was
to keep
only
winning.
one belt, it'd be even more political.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
It
Yeah, so
would
it's
be,
like
but it's
so when motherfuckers talk about belts, that's why I'm trying to get back to the resume and performance and good fight shit. Cause like motherfuckers not answering that. The belts aside,
Yes, Miss
what
Slick, they
has
ain't
niggas
got
done
no
more than
answer for
Tank?
you, bro.
What did niggas do more than
What,
Tank?
what,
that's what
what
I
was the
want to know. I was
question?
gonna ask that
What
question
was the
before I
question
left.
again?
What did they do more than
I'm,
Tank?
I said belts aside, who has done more than Tank? Who has the better resume and better performances than Tank? Let's talk about it.
You talking about resumes or performances?
Teofimo.
Still got better resume than
He in a
Teofimo.
different weight class,
Still got better
bro.
resume than
They in
Tank.
a different
No,
weight
but he
class.
did it
We
at
talking about at
135. He did it at
135, bro.
135. He did it at
Yeah, don't you can't do
135.
that. You can't say that.
So
Yeah,
who
T
did
has a
he
better
fight at
resume.
135?
He beat Loma in 135, right?
That's it, right?
Yeah, he beat Loma
Oh yeah, so yeah,
135. He beat
Tio.
Comey at
I'm talking about
135.
currently, like like
And he
Shakur
fought
and y'all
Cambosis at
keep saying Haney.
135.
Tio.
And he lost
I
to
can respect his
Cambosis.
shit. He about to
I
put him
get you,
on
but he still
170,
fought
but I
him,
feel like he out
though.
the
The
picture.
same Cambosis
That's a
that Matthew
resume.
Hughes watched, right?
Devin
That
got
Cambosis.
the better
Oh,
resume
so
too at
now
135.
So we
Cambosis
could
trash
All right,
again. There you
break
go.
down
so
that resume.
basically
Come on,
what
come
we
on.
saying, NHA. So basically,
Huh?
Cambosis beat Teofimo, but Loma beat Cambosis.
Loma washed him.
Yeah.
But now what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
he
little
Loma.
tricky.
Maxie
That's a little
Hughes,
tricky.
Maxie Hughes
Matthew
actually
Hughes
beat
washed him.
Cambosis, right?
He washed Cambosis
Let's
10 to
keep it a
2.
buck
That's
then. We're gonna keep it a
crazy.
buck. Let's keep it a buck. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Cambosis deserved that
That's
fight.
why I'm saying Cambosis
You
is
already know
trash.
that.
He split decision
And that's
mostly
why
all his whites and lost most of the
I'm
ones that he got to
consistent.
give. I'm gonna
I'm
be
just
honest
saying,
with you.
Teofimo got a lot of questionable wins, bro.
He really do.
A
And
lot
then
of them.
there's some that
Okay,
he lost
so
as well
this
too.
is okay. So Tank got the best resume at
Does
135. That
Teofimo
changes
have the
No,
best
everything.
we're
resume at
saying all of
35?
them got about the same
Does
resume. All
Teofimo
of
have
them.
the best resume at 35?
I
I
think
don't think
Teofimo has
so.
the best names on his resume.
Oh, he
I
only
would say,
got Loma.
I would say at 35, yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I think
He
he has the
does.
best
the only
resume
top
as
person
far as
that I feel
names is
like he
concerned.
got that can equal out is Loma that was on his resume.
At
Nah, I'd say like
35,
Loma,
Yeah,
Yeah,
at 35.
Kobe.
Theodore,
Yeah,
Jermaine
he's
Ortiz.
Loma got the
edging
best
out.
resume at 35. To be
To
honest,
me, at
he does.
You
35,
said Loma?
Loma at
At
35.
35, he
Nah,
got
you
L's.
tripping.
Loma got L's at 35.
You
Yeah,
tripping, bro.
I'll even tell. I'll even be. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I don't even fuck with Haney. But Haney, if we're going on paper, Haney got a better resume than Tank.
All right, so if Tank hopped in the ring with Cambosis at the same time and knocked him out, would you give him the same credit?
No, they would never give him credit for
Man, get
Cambosis.
fuck
They
this
know
guy.
this.
What you mean?
They know this.
Because
They
that's the
know
only
this.
win that y'all could glorify the Cambosis shit. Because Loma shit was
I
too
didn't give. I ain't
split
giving
for
Loma
y'all to
credit for it.
glorify that
I ain't
shit.
giving Loma credit.
So
Why
it
the
gotta
fuck
be
am
a
I
good
giving Tank
Cambosis fight.
credit for it? But why would
I
I
mean,
give Tank
glorify.
credit
I
for it
mean,
if
Yo, but
I
who
just
did
Devin
told
he
you
only beat at
I
beat
ain't even
Loma
giving
at
Loma credit
110.
for it?
I'll put it to you like this: if Tank went the way of Devin, you guys would still be hating on Tank. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be
yeah,
oh well
Would
he
we?
sacrificed. He put his
yeah.
Why
he put
would
his
you say
own life.
that?
That's
He
my
put his
man.
Nobody
He
wouldn't
said.
do that.
Stop cutting people off, man. Damn.
Now y'all got it, but you know that's true though. If Tank went
they,
the way of
No,
Devin
it's
Haney,
not.
y'all would be
No, it's not
clowning him.
true. It's not
they
true.
would because they doing this
You
shit now.
projecting now.
It's
You
not
Okay,
true.
so
It's
how
projecting.
is
not
it
true.
not true?
And I don't think half of the motherfuckers that Shakur has fought can even beat Ryan Garcia, let alone a fucking Frank Martin.
Oh my God!
well,
Now Ryan
Martin.
Garcia is something. Before
Exactly, because when
when
Shakur
Now
was
these
down to
guys
when
the
fight
other
Tank
day.
when Tank
Hold on,
made
the other
when
day
Tank
they
made
were
it to the
saying
He
he's
knee,
at.
dribbled Devin
Okay,
Haney off
yeah.
the
prior to
canvas. He dribbled Devin Haney off the canvas.
You see, I like how
Haney's a
this is what
goofball.
Tank fans do. This is what Tank fans do. They say all this shit, but then Tank can just do whatever he wants. Okay,
Well,
this is
who
what we're
but
said
you're
doing
that?
now.
not answering.
This is what we're
Tank,
We
doing.
that's the
This is what
told
we're
you
Canelo
doing.
that a nigga
playbook.
can
So
do
That's the
whatever the
Canelo
fuck he
playbook.
want. We not saying that, bro.
it
We
might be
want the
some
niggas to go
Google
after
with it.
them fights. But at the
I'm
same
trying.
time, we want
We
them
compare.
same niggas that y'all asking for to go after that
So
fight as
so
well.
it's okay for Tank to put down people's fighters resumes, but when you put down Tank's resume, it's not
Never
okay.
okay to downplay other people's accomplishments. No. And it's
I'm
never
not putting.
okay
I'm
to
not
say
putting
that you
nothing
don't want
down.
to
But
fight
I'm
that's
just
what
people.
asking the
no,
question.
but
I'm like,
He's
these
okay,
cats are
not
doing
talking
it.
Tank
about
knocked
other
out
fighters
Cambosis,
while
but
he's
y'all
having a
giving him
press
credit.
conference
Yo,
about his
big
fight.
dog, I don't get why you do that, big dog.
Well, I'm talking with Tank. Tank did.
I
He
just
put
said
up Shakur as
Teofimo has the better
uppercut.
names on his
but
resume, bro. I just said that. So I don't get
and,
why you. I don't understand what you trying to do by
and
saying
what's
that.
wrong with a nigga not wanting to talk about another nigga in a press conference, bro? Like I don't understand that shit.
Oh, that's even worse excuse. Come on, man.
In
Cause
the
I don't
press
want to talk about a nigga
conferences,
that I'm not fighting.
but
Can
in
we
the
stay on
press
topic?
conferences,
Bro, you
He,
want me to
he,
tell you a
he,
No,
fucking
he didn't have to say anything about it.
so what
He,
you
he
saying
sat
is
there for
but
sat there for a
Pay,
couple
he had
minutes
no
talking about
problem. He
downplay.
had no problem
hold
mentioning
on, big dog
Ryan though,
Willie.
right?
Hold on, let me get this off. So
Yeah,
big
yeah.
dog Willie, what you
See how
telling me
that
is that
switches up?
you
Did
rather
he
for me
bring
to
up
talk
Ryan?
about fighting Shakur in the fucking future, knowing a nigga got a 2-fight deal that he got to complete with Matchroom. That's what you want to hear?
And he sat there and talked about it for like a minute and a half, talking about he had no resume.
Regardless of the fact, the fight can't even be made next or next. The nigga still got
Why?
2
But
fights.
Paige, why was he talking about fighting Ryan though?
You love Shakur, bro.
That's a big money
Oh,
fight,
no,
nigga.
no,
The nigga did 1.2
my
million
God!
to the
Now,
nigga.
Yo, you don't want to hear nothing about Shakur.
so he want to fight you. You want him to fight somebody he already made took a knee.
Nigga,
You
they
cool with
fighting
that?
for money, my nigga.
I don't want Tank to fight Ryan.
You're not fighting for money. They are. Is that what you want to see?
I said I don't give a fuck who the nigga fight, because at the end of the day, these boxers gonna do what the fuck they want to do.
So you don't care about boxing? You don't care about
I ain't saying that,
Do I
but
want him to
I
fight
don't give
Shakur?
a
Do
fuck
I want
about
him to
that fight.
fight Devin?
I don't think
So
he should fight
let him fight Jake Paul. Let him fight Jake Paul. Let's see fight Jake Paul. That's what you're saying.
I want that nigga to go after the niggas that y'all claiming that's like that.
No, because the way you're saying it, you don't care. So let him fight Jake Paul.
No, I said I don't care, because at the end of the day, no matter what the fuck I'm saying, I just got an opinion. Them niggas gonna do what the fuck they want to do.
That's a fact too. But look, man, I mean, honestly, bro, I want him to fight Shakur. I want him to fight Devin. I want him to fight T.O. I want him to fight what's the name. I don't think Lamont Roach is a bad fighter. I'm mad that he's getting hate because
I ain't gonna lie, I don't see how he fights Haney though, bro. This dude comes in at 168, bro.
I know, but I want to see it because I still believe he's going to spark him. I don't care how big he come in. I just feel that way.
I'm sorry. I really want to just get back to because we was comparing the Tank and Haney resume. Like,
oh yeah. Before we go back, I just want to say this.
Down these performances that was really like, yo, like, yeah, like I really just want to know, like, so like I gave y'all Cambosis, and then I compared if Tank not going 12 rounds with Cambosis, so I feel like that's a wash. Like, can we keep going? Who else?
At this point, Tank has the best resume of any current 135-pound fighter.
All right, that's it. And
break it down for him. Break it down for him.
Shit, Tank not doing this, Tank not doing that. It's like, all right, bro, niggas still building. Everybody late in 20s, early 30s. Let people keep building. Y'all keep saying his resume ain't shit. What has he done? What did he do? Like, he got the best resume out of the niggas right now. Like.
And then Terrence Crawford at the same level didn't have half of what Tank has. Like, Terrence Crawford's best name at this point was Gamboa.
And I feel like Bud resume is a slow build because I respect the Spence.
Hold on. Now you put Tank way too far up there. Now hold on. Now.
Yeah, I'm not on the Bud slander train, but y'all got
yeah. Come on, man. Don't do that. That was pushing it right there.
Because Bud got good performances. Because I go off performances. Bud got good performances.
Hey man, all I know is Bud gets it done when he's in the ring, man. I ain't gonna hate that brother.
Yeah, he was in top breaking jail. Like I can't really.
I don't hate on none of them though, dog. I just don't understand how come.
When it comes to this fighting shit, man.
It just comes down to who's gonna pay for the damn fight. That's what it really comes down to.
Mic check.
Yeah.
Hey, even if y'all don't pay, y'all gonna be watching that Lamont Roach fight.
No,
I'm
not talking about. I'm not talking about
what
us.
I'm saying.
I'm talking about who funding the fights. That's what it comes down to. We can talk about the fights and we can go to the fights, but we don't fund and finance the fights.
Yeah,
that's what the
Barclays
issue will
gonna be sold
always
out.
be. Whoever's gonna finance the fights between Tank and whoever he's gonna get, that's the fight he's going to take. Or he can say no to it, or he's taking the fight because that's the fight we paying for. Same thing. Right now, he fight Lamont Roach. I think Shakur got a fight next year with somebody. Somebody's gonna put up the money for that fight. We talking about Haney, or y'all was talking about Haney, but does Haney have a fight on the books yet? No. So ain't nobody paying, ain't nobody financing him yet. So that's what you got to look at. We want these fights. That's not a question. But those who financing these fights are looking at how much money they can make by doing it, and they saw we can make this Lamont Roach fight with Tank, and we can probably make money on this. And the same thing with Shakur. So until they get to
let me ask you something. How
I ain't making a red shirt out of that fight,
Regis AGS building. Shout out to Regis AGS. Hey, listen, y'all make sure y'all punch that like and subscribe button if y'all new here. And be sure to help support the channel by hitting the super chats or the cash app. Thank you to everybody that supported the channel so far.
All right, I'm out of here. So, peace and love with all you guys. Enjoy your day, your work.
Have a good holiday too.
Let me say this too, man. I I think that it can't be overstated enough that they tried to make a fight before the Lamont Roach fight. That fight fell away. Then they tried to see if there was a possible way they could get another fight in. There was a step-in fight that couldn't be made because, truth be told, Shakur also had a hand injury. Now, I'm not going to step in the ring with Tank, and I'm not all the way 100% ready for the fight. And then, what was left was people either injured or contracted to other fights. So they had to go
Or
with
coming off bad
what was the best.
performances.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got
Well, that does
Lamont
happen.
Roach, who was
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
oh,
That
no,
does
you good, bro.
fights fall out because of injuries and things like that. And no, I wouldn't be fighting Tank with a broken hand or a hurt hand for that matter. So I understand that. But I still say that when it comes down to these fights being made, because we don't get to see everything behind the scenes,
But that's a fact.
those who finance the fights are making calculated decisions about what they're going to finance. And so a lot of times we're not seeing. Look how long it took for certain fights that we did want to see happen. It always comes down to money. Really, it comes down to money. It's not somebody ducking this one or ducking that one. It's how much on the table that the fighter gets to put in his pocket after everybody else get paid. If that's good, we'll see the fight. If it's not, it's going to be some kind of reason why the fight doesn't happen. And sometimes, going back to something Two Cent just said, sometimes they will use a purse bid or the amount of money as a way of ducking fights as well. They might ask for an incredible amount of money that you're not going to get to fight someone, and that's not going to happen. So we got to look at, those little machinations that take place as well. I hope next year that our conversations will be about the fights that are taking place we want to see and how well the fighter did. But right now, I think we're going to go into next year with these same kind of conversations. People claiming they sent a contract and offered this. No, they don't have no money to finance a fight, but they do it anyway because it keeps us talking.
Yeah, I got a question. How come nobody gets angry with the promoters or financiers of boxing and only trash the fighters?
Because we don't know their names most of the time. You don't know. See, we know who the promoters are, but a lot of promoters have someone or entity that actually funds them the money to put these fights on. And a lot of times we don't know. Most of the time we don't know who these people are. Sometimes they're investors. Sometimes they're like I know the Zone had somebody over in the Middle East. I can't think of his name right now, who was funding that operation. Bob.
Sometimes they mob bosses.
Bob Aaron had somebody over in Switzerland who funds him, and we know who PBC had for a while at least. So it's those kinds of things that we can only focus on the people whose names are out there constantly, the names of the fighters, sometimes nowadays the trainers and the fathers, and who they what banner they fight under. But behind the scenes, there's people we probably will never know, never see, but they're going to make that final decision. The only thing a fighter can do is say yes or no to a fight. That's it.
Yeah, and it's shit real risky too, just with the whole boxing business. Like that's why I understand a slow build. I don't feel like they're gonna put Keyshawn in there with Tank too soon. It's just a lot of shit. A lot of shit can go wrong. You really just gotta
I would be surprised. I would be surprised if they did try to do that. That the sanctioning bodies, in a moment of having good judgment, like they did when Triple G was supposed to fight. Shoot, can't think of his name right now, but they didn't let that fight happen. He's at super middleweight now, but he fought Canelo recently, last year.
Is it Munguia?
Munguia, yes.
Yeah, Munguia.
There was a time that Munguia was slated to fight Triple G, and the sanctioning body stepped in and said, no, you can't do that. That made sense. Munguia would have got hurt in that ring at that time. He wasn't ready for that. So it'd be things like that sometimes happens too. But again, we battling and with the business of boxing, and basically, as they say, he who has a goal makes the rules, and the rules are if we ain't paying for it, find somebody else, or you won't see the fight until we're ready to pay for it.
Yeah. Also, I ain't too spoiled. I feel like the past couple years have been some good matchups. Like I'm not really too like fed up or like frustrated with what's going on right now. There's been a lot of good fights, in my opinion,
Yeah,
in the past couple years.
I agree there, but I understand fighters too. You do want to. I mean, this is your profession, and yes, you are trying to make money for your family and so forth. So you do have to play that game too. But it is frustration when you hear fans talking about you ducking this guy and you ducking that guy, and as hard as you train, and then you only get to fight a lot of times one time a year. So
Yeah.
that wears down on you. It does.
Yeah, and I just feel like the fans like that's why I try to just like try to give like just try to be a voice of reason to where it's like even the duck talks they've been having recently is like one like I just feel like once you get in the ring like because like I just did a boxing workout and it was like oh I have a different respect for fighters because it's like throwing that duck word around until you visibly see a motherfucker be like, no, I don't want to fight him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stop throwing that shit around. Just and I feel like that word come off of impatience. Like just like with the bullshit. Like you already broke it down. 2 cents the thing with that. I'm not about to go back to it, but it's like we can't just be talking it's just I don't know, just trolling and mixed with hate and shit. We just saying a lot of shit. So I just feel like fans should just focus misdirect the shit, but also like boxing been having some dry years, so I just feel like that's coming with that too. It's just a lot of shit mixed in with this shit, but I just feel like it should just be a certain respect for fighters overall. Like you feel me? I only throw the bum word around. I call King Moses a bum, but overall, like you know what I'm saying, I can like really like salute to him. Like he, you know what I'm
It's
saying,
only
he
certain
get in there,
fighters
he
that get
put his
Yeah,
that
life
hate,
on the
listen,
man.
line with this shit.
Nah, he a
I
bum.
don't talk too crazy.
I
It's
feel
only
where you
fighters that
coming
get that
from
certain
because
hate.
you gotta be one of them niggas to actually be in the spotlight like these niggas is. And I feel like us as black people, we the only motherfuckers that go around really calling motherfuckers ducks. Like we use that word a lot, no
No,
matter
it
That's
what
ain't
not
the
true.
just
That's not
black. It
true.
ain't
situation
That's
just
not
black,
true. That's
bro.
not true.
Like,
Everybody
what?
says
I
no.
I'm
Everybody
just
says
saying this
Nah,
more. I'm
nah,
saying it.
he got
I'm
a
He
saying
point.
said
with
we was
against
the
the
most.
no. What I'm saying with the black fighters is what I'm more so
Yeah,
saying.
with the
Nah,
black
I agree
fighters,
with you,
yeah,
Big.
because like
I
Loma,
agree.
like you got to search for that shit. Somebody calling him
Yeah,
a duck, like
but
Lomachenko
you
was
motherfuckers.
rarely
not in the
hear that
mood and
shit.
nobody said nothing.
You really hear that? You rarely hear that shit though, bro. Because when Loma duck, motherfuckers start talking about it for a little bit. Then next thing you know, that shit went away.
That's
The
what I'm
coldest thing
saying.
about that
And
duck
they
was the
do it
fact
on
that
Tank. They
he's
were saying Tank ducked him 8 years. They're like Loma can do this because Tank ducked him for 8 years,
Look
which
at
wasn't
Virgil
true.
Ortiz. He ducked Boots for
Tech
2 years.
never ducked that man. He wasn't
That's
even in the same division at the same time, bro. That was
like I
crazy. That
like and the shit I now the shit that I respect if a nigga was to say, all right, did they have the opportunity to fight back in 2019? Probably so, but we can honestly say shit. We could blame the promoters for why the fights didn't actually happen. No matter what
and
the I don't think
it
no fighter is scared of no another fighter, bro.
and with that
I wanted
situation,
to
I
hear
could
what
I
BA
agree
had
respect.
to say
with you.
though.
I
And with
agree
that,
with you. It's
Yo,
the
go ahead,
promoter.
BA.
You protecting your fiefdom, you protecting your fighters. You try to get some belts because those belts still represent a certain amount of money that a fighter rises to.
Right.
So no matter how much we might think that he's a bum and this, that, and the other, or that's your feeling. Keep in mind that Cambosis, when he had the belts, when I'm talking Gary say about Devin had to go to him and take whatever they was gonna give him because Cambosis was in the driver's seat. So he was gonna get the lion's share of the purse. That's true anytime you got a belt. You're gonna at least get 60% of whatever the purse is. Unless,
Yeah. Because
unless
that's your leverage. That's your
yeah.
leverage in
And so
negotiation.
that's why fighters want to hold on to those belts. And that's why promoters don't want to necessarily risk a fighter who just got a belt or has a belt because whatever money has been poured into that fighter to get him to that point where he got a championship fight and he wins, now you can set new terms. Now you can get a little bit more money. So they're going to try to get as much as they can, as easily as they can.
Right.
You want to see the unifications. First, the promoters got to be able to do it, or we willing to do it. The fighters just fight. But he's probably been told, no, let's take these fights because you could get this kind of money, and you start believing that as well.
Exactly.
All of those issues.
Just like being in Tank's position, like being in his position, bro. Everybody want to be in that motherfucking position. They
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about no damn belts, bro. Because you can't take at the end of your fucking career, bro. You can't take the motherfucking belts to the damn bank, bro.
right.
You can't take that shit with you.
Take him to the pawn shop.
And remember when Tank was really wanted some of the bigger fights a few years ago, they was keeping him away too, his people, his
Yeah,
promoters, because
yeah,
we got a knockout artist here. We ain't gonna risk that right now. And he probably was feeling frustration, but he was young, a little bit younger. He getting some money, getting some shine, but now he's older, and all of these machinations that he has to deal with now. And he's a little more mature as well. Plus, he done got into some trouble that done straightened his behind out.
right.
Now he wants to, okay, I'm just tired of this ish. I
Yeah,
just want to do 1, 2, 3, and I'm out of here. Y'all driving me crazy. And you see how a lot of fighters, when they start getting some money, how they start messing up personally. Either they out here getting in trouble some kind of way, or they partying too much and things like that. They just blowing off steam because they had years where they couldn't do none of this.
right,
And
right,
now when we see them, and we get a little annoyed with them because we don't know what they went through for years before they was even able to buy the little cars, and when women wasn't even looking their way, or they couldn't buy any jewelry. Now they got a chance to do it. But look how long for a lot of them it took them to get there.
right.
And the promoters are saying, well, I want to keep this train going. So it'd be years before some of these great matchups happen.
Yeah. And like I said,
So let's
regardless,
let's just stop
like,
calling anybody ducks in.
yeah, I agree. I agree,
Yeah.
bro. We can't like that's why I was saying, bro. We can't be mad at these niggas. I understand we all have our opinion and shit. That's cool, but we can't be mad at these niggas for making the best decision for their careers.
Yeah, I
That
wanted to
we
hear what
can't do
VA
I
that.
had to
mean,
say.
we can't hold them accountable. We can definitely call them ducks, but we have to use that word whenever the situation calls for it, and we don't. So, like I said, last time I was up here, Zepeda duck, nobody said nothing. Loma duck, nobody said nothing. So
Yeah.
now when Boots is in this situation, nobody better not say shit. If you ain't got the
And
balls
that's the
to
crazy
talk
part that
to
well
us,
motherfuckers can say that
yeah, go ahead.
But we
for
we we
anybody
did
that can even
criticize
think
the
that, for
beta.
any motherfucker to even think that Boots was duck for a nigga that actually the same nigga that they talking about he ducking is the same nigga that already done ducked the nigga when he was at 147, bro.
He
Like
ducked every fucking
y'all
body at
calling this
147.
nigga a duck, bro, knowing that he
And
really a
quick point with the Loma
it's
shit
like
too.
I
A
don't
quick point with the
understand that
Loma shit
shit,
too.
man.
I feel like there is a world where with all the shit he went through, because he was in Ukraine and all that shit. There is a world to where after this recent win, he probably just want to spend some family time. There is like that could be a
It's not
true.
true
Yeah.
though. It's
We
not true
mad the
though.
fight didn't happen, but like you know what I'm saying.
No, it's
Could
not
he
true
not have
though.
been ducked? Could he be honest saying he want to
You
spend time
can't
with him?
say it's not
No,
true.
that's not true. It isn't not true because he ducked Shakur. He said to Shakur he was going to go back and have some family
I don't
time
believe he ducked
and stuff
Shakur. I
like
just
that.
felt like
Next thing
Bob
we
wasn't
heard
trying
from
to
him
make that
is he's
fight.
fighting Cambosos.
I
That was
don't
the
feel like
excuse
he
he gave
ducked
Shakur
Shakur
before
though.
Cambosos.
Yeah, he did turn Shakur down twice. I'm not gonna front. He turned him down when he said he was trying to get that Haney rematch, and then you know, when he went after Cambosis. But I
Yeah,
get it. Yeah, he went after the
I'm just
belt with
saying both sides of the
Cambosis.
coin. Like I ain't
But
saying he
yeah,
bad or he
I
not.
get what you're
Oh
saying
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
Right, you're right. You got a
he
point.
got that belt. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm not. I mean, undisputed is not realistic. Let me just collect my
And that's
And
chickens,
why
he
man, and
thought
that's,
go.
about
that's
a
why I
tank
said
knockout. Like let me lock him with the folks real quick.
the same shit that they was doing.
Exactly.
This nigga, the only nigga, Loma was the only nigga that I know of can continuously lose in these matches, but the nigga right back in place to get another fucking belt. Like, and you
And
got
fighting
niggas like
That's
Cambosos
Uncle
for
Bob's nephew.
and you
and
got
fighting
niggas like
Cambosos to
Shakur
get
that's
the belt.
actually trying to go and fight the niggas that are actually on the side of his street, and he can't even get them fights. Like that's fucked up. A lot of the time, the business get in the way of that shit, or
Yep.
promoters actually be saving fighters from shit from that L.
Yep.
But the
Because
And I
problem
agree with you.
the problem
I
is the fans turning on the fighters, even though it's clearly promoters and investors and financiers that are in the way of fights happening, fights
right,
getting made. You know what I'm saying?
The
And fans will be
fans
like,
don't.
oh,
The
Tank should have
fans
fought
don't
this
know.
guy. Yeah, they don't know anything.
Yeah,
They just want to hate on certain fighters, and it's only certain fighters that they hate on. That's the shit that gets me all the time. Okay,
Yeah.
when another fighter does the same thing, where are all the thousands of videos from Fight Hype or all these other big platforms or Ness and Boxer Voice, where are all the thousands of videos for all these other motherfuckers doing the exact same stuff? It don't exist. They only do it for certain fighters.
And then the same niggas that be talking shit be the same motherfucker that have a camera in the nigga face trying to get a fucking interview, bro. Like
exactly.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We got hold like it's really the platforms. I ain't gonna lie, because like the fans gonna troll and whatever, but it's like the platforms. Like, see, after a loss, like they'll put like, or a Fight Hype with somebody, they be like, such and such gutted after the win, after the devastating loss. Like, who said who y'all trying to spice it to this shit to where it's like the fighter seeing that shit, so it's like y'all trying to put these words onto my shit, so where I gotta break past that shit once I get back in there. Cause you saying I'm devastated, you saying I'm gutted, you feel like you saying that I'm down and out when I never even said that. Like, I could be,
and
I
it's
could still have
memes
high
and shit.
spirits.
It's all kind of memes.
That's the day.
It's a double-edged sword with the social media thing as far as YouTube boxing, man. We need it, but at the same time, man, they kind of like destroy it.
That loss though. Did y'all see that interview?
It's because it started being the YouTube channel started being used for propaganda.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of motherfuckers was
I don't
starting to
know.
pay
Tim Zoo
these
was genuinely
YouTubers to
hurt.
push content, bro.
Nah, Tim Zoo got his ass whooped though.
Yo, Tim Zoo had tears in his eyes when they asked him what happened.
Once that monetization, man, he became big, man. It's like,
But Big Supreme Win Tank had tears in his eyes.
Tim Zoo had tears in his eyes. An interview.
Oh, you talking about after the fight?
Yeah, you could pull it up. He was crying.
Yeah, that's true.
They asked him what happened. He said, I don't even remember what happened.
Yeah,
that's
that
bad.
was devastating.
That was bad. He got his ass whooped bad. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yo,
that nigga looked like, because at first we had, I guess
But
it was
y'all know
great
what else they
matchmaking
start
for
saying
Tim
after
Zoo.
that fight? They start saying PBC did bad matchmaking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what goes into VA's point, right? Because when he got his ass whooped, he's crying. I remember people on social media were saying, no, don't make fun of Tim Zoo. He's a warrior. PBC bad matchmaking. I'm like, look at this shit. When they get beat up and they take a bad loss, we gotta feel sorry for them. We gotta say prayers. He's a dog. But then when our fighters lose, they was a hype job and they was overrated and stuff like that. So yeah, that goes back into the point.
And that's
No,
why
I
I
ain't
was
gonna
just
lie.
saying.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we went to bat for Arrow.
That's
we
fucked up.
We definitely did, but there was a lot of trolling on Arrow, bro. Mind you, Arrow flew out of a car windshield at 120 miles per hour, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
swear to
I didn't really
God.
see too much trolling.
yeah, I'm not gonna even lie. I'm guilty as charged.
I really felt like,
Bro,
I
there's
mean, bro,
people
you can
with
go back and look.
Arrow's face in the fight as they profile picture. Like,
And
there's
we can,
people on
That was
YouTube.
me. Yeah.
That was probably you, NHA, right? That was you, right?
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
a
it's like
hypocrite,
Buff.
man.
Yeah, I know. I
I
feel
know.
like
That was
overall,
definitely
it's like
doing that.
like anybody that really like in the room.
Yeah, that was five. That was like 5 years of built-in frustration, man.
Yeah, I
Y'all was
know.
at
We
us,
ain't do that for
man.
Tim Zoo, though.
Y'all was
Tim
on
Zoo
us, man.
on Fight Hype.
So that's the only point. Where's the frustration for anybody else? Are you a boxing fan? Or are you just a fan? Are you just here to like provide negativity and push negativity on certain
That's
fighters?
definitely NHA.
You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point. Like,
Bro.
let's all talk about all the boxing and not just Tank,
And also,
Shakur, and Devin. That shit is wild, man. This
and
is
also,
crazy to me.
motherfuckers be saying shit with their full chest that they would not say. Like, you could see a motherfucker in the street that you was just talking crazy about yesterday, and
I
then
give Haney
it
credit.
wouldn't be
You talk
that. Like,
crazy to
I wish
Haney?
motherfucker was like, yo,
It
you
would never be
duck
that. You know
ass
what I'm
nigga, like
saying?
you duck,
Listen,
like you
Haney's
soft,
beating
all
up
this
carnival workers and
crazy
all
shit
that.
motherfuckers be saying. Like, that shit would not happen. That shit don't happen.
Nah, never.
But that's not, that internet shit, man. That's how it is. Though. You know how it be.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I just feel like the fighters really be in that shit by themselves, so I can understand the frustration. But like I got different respect for fighters, so I don't really just jump out the window after a win or a loss or this,
Tell
that,
a
and the
fan to
third.
run up on
I
Haney
try
and
to
see
look
what
at shit
happens.
logically, like, all right, cool. This prize fighting at the end of the day, and shit fall in line with that.
And that's what we gotta understand. Y'all want these fighters to quote unquote fight the best, but as soon as a fighter lose, they got a stigma. Like y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all either
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
just say it's a loss, it was whatever reason they lost, let's see what they do in their next fight. Or they lose a fight, then they trash. Oh, they trash. They this, they that.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they've
saying?
been conditioned to
And that
do
goes to
that.
the shit with
That,
with Ryan too. He took a knee, the motherfuckers champion that shit, and like you feel me, like he a warrior fighter at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He quit, but it's like he wasn't in the ring. But it's like I feel like that was probably one of the only instances motherfuckers encouraging, like we can't wait to see the next fight. What are you gonna do next? Like type shit.
Look
But
what
it's
they
like
doing to
you just gotta go
Robeisy.
into like
Y'all been say what y'all
we
think
talking
about
about
the
black
Robisi
fighters versus other
situation?
races. You gotta have the right
What y'all
mindset.
think about that Robisi
I
situation? A lot
think
of people
Dan
saying he
Raphael called
quit.
him a quitter.
He
I
definitely
ain't
What's
see
up?
quit.
that
What's
fight.
up? What's been up with Dan Raphael
I don't know
lately?
what's up with him, but he called
I have
Robeisy a
no
quitter. I'm like,
idea.
that's crazy that he would say that.
Y'all think
man,
Dan Raphael done jumped out a window or something? Cause I'm like, damn, you tripping a little bit.
Yeah, he tripping. He getting old. That's what it is.
but yeah, sometimes fighters do, they just like they do quit, man. I'm not gonna one of my favorite fighters, man. He broke my fucking heart. That's my countryman and everything. When Demetrius Andre, told the corners like, nah, stop this shit.
Yeah,
But
everybody ain't
I
ready
can
to die
understand
Nah,
it.
yet.
man, Benavidez was off them
It's
snack
sad.
pillars, bro. Like he had to quit.
Sometimes
So
you
what you
do
mean?
what
Ain't Boo Boo off the snack colors? What the fuck?
Nah, but he
They
got
gave him
the
the
real
wrong
snack
pass.
pillars
But
though.
He's
I
moving
don't
up.
They gave him the
understand
wrong pass.
why y'all want people to ruin themselves to prove something to y'all. Like I don't get that. Why wouldn't you encourage a fighter to take a knee or stop a fight so they can continue to fight?
Yeah.
That
And
shit don't
that's
make
what I be
sense.
honest. That's what I
This
be
dude over talking
saying
about
when
somebody that broke
motherfuckers
his
not
heart. Dog, who
when
gives a fuck
motherfuckers
about
not the
you?
nigga that's
Like,
actually
how about
taking
you prove
punches.
how tough you are? You know what I'm saying? Prove how tough you
Oh,
are. You just some nigga on the internet
relax,
talking about you got
relax,
a broken heart. This nigga damn near got beat to death.
relax. Not that serious, bro. You ain't related to him either.
Dog, I be in the gym
Chill
though.
out,
I
man.
boxed before.
You
I've
ain't been in
trained
the
in the
gym with him
ring before.
either.
What are you talking about?
And
That's what I be saying, and that's why I be saying motherfuckers don't understand. If you ain't never boxed before, bro, you don't understand how that shit go, bro. For real, like
Like half the
for
motherfuckers that be
real.
talking
Well,
couldn't do
it'll
6
take you.
rounds.
It'll do something to you when you in that
It,
ring for 3 minutes
I,
and
I
you
ain't gonna lie, I
facing
probably couldn't do
somebody.
6 rounds.
these are all assumptions.
I
Now,
probably can't
when
do
you
You
in
six
the
can feel
rounds.
ring,
you
I
can feel how you
guarantee you,
feel. However,
when you
whether
get
you
in
been
the
in a
ring
boxing ring or you haven't,
and you
you
facing
don't know if
somebody
I
Yeah,
have
but
and I
you're a
with
have.
your
troll
head
though. Is what
on,
I'm saying. You're a troll. Is what I'm saying.
But I can say you a troll. You just come on here to spew some old racist shit. That's all you do.
How's it
Come on,
racist?
y'all. Hey,
I
come
Calling
on.
yourself
Everybody
this,
else
bro,
entitled to their own
Oh,
opinion on here. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. VA Money Group got his own perception of what he like to talk about, just like everybody else on here. We're
cool.
not gonna do that.
Nah,
But
but what I'm
anyway,
saying is, I think that was wrong for them to say that Robeisy quit because if you seen,
so
he had a
what? But what
broken,
happened with Robeisy? Do we have any further information? Like, did he
he
tear
had
his
a broken orbital
get
bone.
his?
His orbital bone was broken. You gotta think like who fought through a broken orbital bone besides anyway. You can't really name nobody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't nobody really fight through that. Like Kell Brook, he stopped the fight. All of them.
Billy
I
Joe
ain't never
Saunders
seen.
stopped the fight when Canelo broke his orbital bone. Dubois stopped
Bro,
the fight. Joe Joyce, like these guys are quitting. Mind you, Joe Joyce is 6'5", 280 pounds, and he quit because his eye was
bro,
broken. So it's like you want a
gotta
135-pound
stop.
man fighting a
bro.
dude that's already 7 inches taller than him. I weighed him by like 20 pounds. Like I'm not saying that I would have did it, but I understand the rationale. He's already at a disadvantage. This dude rehydrated to 150 pounds. He's already 6'2" at featherweight. What else you want him to do? He would have sustained way more damage than he needed to take. So I respect him for actually saying, no, what I had enough. They're going to laugh and say no mas and he's a quitter and stuff like that. This dude is a 2-time gold medalist winner. So it's like, it doesn't matter what they say. In my
Motherfuckers
opinion, I
ain't
think that
stepping
was
foot.
wrong, especially for Dan Raphael. Like for him using his platform to say that this guy's a quitter and he's just making excuses. That was incredibly irresponsible for him to do that.
Because motherfuckers ain't never stepped a foot in the ring talking crazy.
And that's what I be
Yeah.
saying, bro. Like you get so motherfucking anybody that boxed and know, bro. You get tired when you first starting that shit, bro. You get tired as fuck, bro.
That's what I'm
Hold
Like
up, man. We
saying.
all
gotta
you gotta
stop
do is
saying that,
shit.
man. When Boo Boo sat in the stool, man, we had professional boxers saying, come out and say he quit. So what are we talking about? I mean, I'm not this
I
whole
mean,
I'm
crazy
it
saying
shit.
for
You
was
got in the
sports,
ring
yeah,
that's
shit.
a
I've
but
been
credit.
in
it,
the
it
It ain't
is
I
fucking
no.
don't
ring. I've been in
care
the
if they
fucking.
saying he
I was
quit, but I'm not
I
about
was a
to
fighter since I
destroy
was a
my
teenager.
career
What
so
the
I
fuck?
can look like a
I
warrior. That's
get
the
it, but
point
let's
I'm
not
making.
act like no. We just come out. Oh yeah, only people who ain't never been in the ring. Blah blah snap.
Listen,
I've been in the
Boo
fucking
Boo,
ring.
Boo Boo
I
quit.
mean shit.
He didn't want no more. I think that's a little different. This dude had a broken orbital bone, bro.
It's two different
And that's
things.
all I
Mind
was
you,
pointing out. It
mind,
happens.
thanks.
And that's all I
Mind
was
you,
pointing out. It happens.
But you can also
But a
be
motherfucker could
yeah,
quit
you're
though,
right.
you
like
can
because
be
they the
beat.
only one in that fight. They the only one feeling what they feel in that ring. Like I'm
Right.
not gonna
Facts.
talk
I'm
bad
not
on anybody
saying
because
that.
they quit.
I'm not
But you
saying it
can
was wrong for quitting or nothing either. I'm just
It's
saying it
about
happens.
Motherfuckers
having
quit their job. Motherfuckers quit on their relationship. Like let's talk
yeah,
about it. Like what we
like a
talking about?
motherfucker.
you can be
When,
beat into submission.
right.
That's what
What is the
happens.
point of sitting there
You can,
taking unnecessary
yeah.
punishment, bro?
Sometimes just
Like
nobody tells you we ain't
Some
getting up
motherfuckers
no
quit their
more.
job.
Nah, that's a
No.
fact. And mind you, like I said, like Espinoza is 6'2", fighting at 126. This dude rehydrated 25 pounds. He has like a 7-inch reach advantage on him. He has a 7-inch height advantage on him. He's already broke his orbital bone. He probably would have broke the other one. Like I get it, honestly, I get it. And I don't even
They
think
say he was
Espinoza should
throwing
be at
elbows.
126.
They say he was throwing elbows too. He got sharp elbows.
That's a fact. I seen it. I watched the whole fight. I seen it.
Hey, but I ain't get y'all. I want to know how y'all felt about what happened with Jaleel last night.
I
I ain't get
think
to
you would
catch
say
that
he was
joint
robbed.
either.
Do
Yeah, I
y'all feel
still
like it
ain't
was?
even catch it.
You
They
know,
said
this is my thing with Jalil, right? When I look at Jalil, I look at Truck, I look at Mia. Those are all three fighters that come out of Tank Gym that fight on the zone. It's
right.
not a coincidence all three of them got robbed. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know why they all just ain't go to PBC route. I'm really confused on
I
that.
think a lot of motherfuckers wasn't
Back in
getting
what
fights over
BBC,
there because
East Crossroad.
when he was with Mayweather, bro, he wasn't
Wait,
really
Big
getting no.
Supreme, hold on, I can cut you off. Hey, what did you just say, Big Supreme?
I
I
said
think he
all
said the
three of them
DAZN
are
shit.
on the zone and they all got controversial losses. I think that's just very suspect to me. Truck
I
lost,
agree.
he got robbed twice. Mia got robbed by that white girl, and Jalil just got robbed in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they definitely
And
robbed the
I,
shit
I
out of
think it's
Jaleel.
Mind
strange
you,
for
Eddie
Eddie
Hearn's
Hearn
think
to
tank,
say the
right?
fighters
Wasn't
weren't good
Eddie Hearn's
enough
think
to
tank?
win, too. It was
Yeah,
strange
Eddie.
for him to say the fighters ain't good enough to win.
And I feel like with Eddie Hearn though, with Eddie Hearn in the boot situation, I really think Eddie Hearn just trying to give motherfucking Connor Ben a damn title because like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that shit with Boots and Virgil just don't add up, bro. Like
No,
that
yeah,
Yeah,
shit
I
just
it
don't
do
make
add up.
sense.
You're right though. But one thing that does stand out though, like I said, I'm gonna give Boost a pass. Like if he wants to do his 147 thing, cool. But you can't go in a negotiation with 154 pounder and shit, and then talking about you ain't ready for another 54 pounder because y'all do know he sent with Mama Conway an offer, right? Conway's at 154, so that whole nah, I'm not ready for 154. So what the fuck you sending Conway an offer for? You know what I mean,
That
look,
man don't
a
have
lot
to
of that
fight
shit don't make a lot
exactly
of
who
this shit.
y'all
A
want him
lot of
to.
this shit don't make sense. So, but it's saying it. All I'm gonna say moving forward, Boots, stop saying you want the big fucking fights. Just say you
Right.
want undisputed,
look,
and that's it. It's cool.
Yo, but
look.
what's the big
Here's an
fight that he
example,
ducking,
right?
bro?
Here's an example. A
Jeez.
big fight just presented because y'all done debated the bullshit. I feel
Oh,
like
my fault. The
two
top
cents
guys, the
already.
top guys, the top guys. My fault. Stop saying you want the top guys. That's what I meant.
Does
Yeah,
that
no,
apply
but
to
like
Daniels?
an opportunity presented itself. Tio called out Boots just now, and then the shit I was going to get into with
Gotcha.
Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, like, oh no, yeah, fight Richardson. What's his name?
As
Border
much as I would
Borderlands
love
fight.
for him to knock T.O. shit off, T.O. just be talking
Man, I want that nigga to push his fucking nose into his
I
head,
don't think
bro.
Tio's
No, but
ever
ain't
did
that a
that,
good
bro.
backwards.
matchup though
I'm
for
on
Boots?
talking about.
If he can't get a unification, line up T.O. for the spring. That's a great job.
I would love that just to see T.O. get his ass whooped,
Hey,
but
y'all,
I
we've been
know
on
it's
here
not gonna
about 3
happen.
hours. We've been on here about 3 hours. Let's go around the panel, let everybody get their final 2 cents off. We're going to start with Slick. What you got? What's your final 2 cents for the show?
I just said got off what I had to get off. Appreciate you having me up here. 2 cents. Keep doing your thing. Everybody stay safe. Stay dangerous out here.
Peace.
Take care,
Peace
brother.
out. Peace. VA Money Group, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
My man got to get some
And
sleep.
yeah, I gotta say the same thing every time. I keep an eye on some of these guys that get up on the panel, and all of their attention is just on three boxers. Haney, Shakur, Tank. It's like, dog, that's not boxing. There's more fighters than that. You know what I mean? If Tank wants to fight a guy like Lamont Roach, that's actually a good fight. Is Tank going to probably win? Yeah, he's going to probably win, but this is still a good fight. You know what I'm saying? There were good fights last night. Richardson Hitchins won his belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk about that sometimes. We could talk about guys like Richardson Hitchins. We could talk about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on at 54. You know, boxing is bigger than just 3 fighters. You know what I mean? And the discourse shouldn't be about hating on these specific types of fighters and stuff like that, man. That's all I got.
Appreciate you, VA Money Group. NHA too. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? NHA.
My fault. My fault. I was muted. Yeah, I was muted. My fault. Yeah, I just want consistency when it comes to like when we discussing these fighters and shit. You know, so the Shakur fans, be consistent, man. When Shakur did some bullshit, call it out and shit. If he's fighting somebody, you know, that's not, you know, worthy, call it out. Same thing, Tank fans. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, and Shakur fans to be, you know what I'm saying, like Shakur stands and vice versa with Tank. Shit. And we talk about these 2 fighters, it's just, you know, because they're in the limelight. They're in the YouTube boxing streets more than most fighters. Content creators, you know what I'm saying, eat off of these fighters. So it's obviously we don't talk about them, you know, the most, but I don't know who VA was talking to as far as the people on the panel, but I criticize fighters of all races. I
Nah, you be
criticize
hating
fucking
NHA.
Canelo. I do hate. I'm an equal fucking opportunity hater. I hate when fucking Canelo be on some bullshit. I hate when Loma be on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I hate, you know, I just like, you know, I'm a frustrated boxing fan. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching boxing since like the mid '90s, like following the penetration closely and shit. But I get it. We not, you know, it's we're in a different landscape, and it's not going to be the same. But you know, all we can do is just keep holding these fighters, to, you know, holding their feet to the fire. We can't just be content, you know, with them fighting anybody. I understand it's a business and shit, but at the same time, we're the reason why they're getting this money. You know what I'm saying? We're paying for it. You know, we're subsidizing them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we got to hold them accountable. And that goes for all of us, all of them. Shit. But yeah, that's all I got. Y'all be easy.
Okay, see you next time.
Shout out, shout out. Todd Drake, you got a channel? Mr. Greg, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Hey, 2 cent. I'm loving that the arc of your show, how it's growing. You got people standing in line to get on the panel. Got to wait. I said, oh,
Shout out Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg is one of my day ones, y'all. Shout out Mr. Greg.
you've been doing your thing. I love the guys come on and you hear their passion and you know they're arguing back and forth. All that's great and good. You know, you're keeping them under control. I look forward to coming on, you know, just more to hear than to even come on the panel, but I'd like to put something in every once in a while. So I just want to shout you out every time I get a chance to see how your show is growing and how people are actually gravitating towards you. Seeing the guys like Big Supreme and NHA and Paid and all of those guys, I will always remember them because from the shows. So hopefully we'll see some great fights next year because I don't think there's anything else coming up for this month, and we're going into the end of the month anyway. But I look forward to seeing your show being even bigger. I look forward to talking to these guys that come on the show, and that's all I got. I'll see you next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big Supreme closes out. What's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show? Hold on. Thank you to Boxing Hacker for the $5 in the super chat. He said, salute to you, 2 cents. Always do an amazing cook. Salute to you, Queen, and everyone in the chat and panel. Thank you, Boxing Hacker, for your support to the show. Big Supreme, close us out. What you got?
I'm gonna keep it short because I gotta go to work in a few. But I think today was a very funny and interesting day. You know, a lot of tempers was flaring. But yeah, I just want to see the fights get made. I don't care who it is. I do want to see Tank fight Shakur. I want to see Shakur fight a Teofimo. I want to see Haney get back in the mix. And yeah, like I just feel like boxing to me is growing. I know people saying that it's a niche sport, but every time I look on YouTube or I get on social media, they're talking about boxing. So I feel like boxing is in a great place right now. Salute to you. Your channel's definitely growing. I was surprised. I tried to get on the panel and it said I gotta wait. I was like, damn, like 2 cents is really growing. So that's good. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you. And that's it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to everybody that helped supported the channel today. Big Supreme, phenomenal show. All things, Todd Drakeford, Mr. Greg, Todd Drakeford again in the super chat, Big Supreme again in the super chat, and Boxing Hacker. Listen, I greatly appreciate all of your support to the channel. Thank you for joining me live, hopping on the panel, giving your 2 cents, giving your 2 cents in the comments is greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out my videos I drop during the week. We drop a super chat. Drop a super thanks, or you can hit me a cash app if you're enjoying the content. You can join me back here again Friday at 6:30. I look forward to seeing y'all, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next live.